And we live. We are live. Yeah, you always got a crowd with you, no matter what, even if
That's
it's
not a
two.
crowd. That's one man, but he's enough for a crowd.
Yes, he holds it down. He holds it
Yeah.
down.
Hello. Okay. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We're back. We took a week off. We took a Friday off last week, but we are back in action. And not only are we back in action, but we got like some exciting performances and some exciting news to share later on. So, those of you that are tuning in today and those of you that are coming in to perform, you're in for a treat because you're going to get the inside scoop on this special project that me and Leah have been working on. I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Oh, my leg went off.
Wait.
That was originally intentional, but it was supposed to come back on after. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Mood music.
I know. So I'm gonna add in who we have backstage so they could join us on the screen and we can say hello to these awesome people. Oh, AC took a break, but we've got Miss Cynthia Rose that's been hanging out backstage. How you doing, girl? Welcome.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Perfect. We hear you perfect,
Awesome.
girl.
I'm so excited. This is
Welcome.
my first time with
Yeah, I
y'all.
was
I'm
about to
so
ask.
hyped.
Yes, first timer.
We love our first timers. We love to pop them cherries.
Yes, I'm so excited. How did you hear about the event?
I got an email. I think I signed up for an event way back when and something happened and I couldn't participate, but I got on your list. And I was like, "Oh, I hope they have another one." And so, thank you for reaching out because that's how I found out.
Yes. Oh,
the
that's
Rose
so cool.
Garden is keeping it moving and grooving.
Yes, we have this email that it's an email list of everybody that's ever signed up to our events. So it goes out to Eventbrite. So shout out to Eventbrite for like the master of like marketing for us. It's like pretty cool.
Eventbrite,
Hey, Azar King, just drop your Instagram name in the comments and I'll shoot you a DM with all the info so you can join us tonight and we can add you to the list, Mr. Azar.
We love anybody who wants to get on the list. Just drop a mic. We'll be announcing that repeatedly throughout the evening. You got J-Rose over here looking like a superstar.
Listen, I had a photo shoot earlier. It was it was really cool. It was for a project for a friend of mine who is a dancer, but she's really big on like women empowerment events. So she's doing this project where she had women of all different ethnic backgrounds, a lot women of color, all different ages, from like little infants to like senior citizens, and we all were dressed up and we took pictures, and so it was really cool, and I'm so excited that I participated. I can't wait to see the pictures. Oh, look, Dean is here. AC is here. What's up, family? How y'all doing?
Welcome back Friday night.
Azar, I got you. I'm gonna slide into your DMs right now and send you the information so I can add you to the list. So, did y'all miss us last week? Because we missed y'all.
How did everybody spend their Friday?
Yes, I did.
What did you guys do?
I did miss y'all.
Cry yourself to sleep?
What happened?
What did I do? Hold on. I just watched wrestling.
Did you look at your college diploma all day? Because I would have done that.
Nah, I still have to get that, but nah. Yeah, like I know y'all needed a break. I was a little sad because I was gonna do a new poem. So.
Oh. Listen, Leah went away for the weekend to celebrate her birthday, and I was like, I don't really want to do this by myself.
It's
I
a lot of work behind the scenes, you know.
Yeah,
like
I got a lot going on.
JRose is behind the scenes. She's like filling in Excel sheets and marking shit down and moving names around and checking people out and like working with the technologies and the people on the screen and everything. Like, it's really something. She's a one-woman show, let me tell you.
Listen, it is frustrating. But so, yeah, I needed a break.
Well, I'm excited to be here with you guys now, though.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're back. We needed a break. I mean, we did 17 weeks straight, so you know, was
it really 17? God,
yes, girl, 17. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you have like AC, you've been rocking with us for a minute. So like major shout out to you for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me get my
you know what's funny too? AC be the last one to register. Like it be like right before cutoff.
Even now?
Nah, because like I know you put it out early, and then sometimes I just forget because either I wake up like middle of the day, or I just like, oh shoot, let me sign up for it. So
I love it, but at least you remember, and I really appreciate that. All right, so Leah V, let's go through the rules, break it down so people know what's goody. Cynthia Rose and Niqua B, if you want to join us on screen, turn your cameras on.
Hi, hello. My acting up. Oh wow, we got people coming up in here.
Oh, folks joining in.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Azar King, aka Professor X Poetry. Sometimes Azar 15, because my lyrics be laser beams. How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, wow. Was that a recording? That was so perfectly executed.
I mean, if you're going to be in this industry, you better be able to perfectly execute your introduction.
Yeah, no, nobody's knocking you, King. Nobody's knocking you.
He got his elevator pitch down pat, like.
And I'm here for some nice poetry.
The withdrawn. I'm so sorry. He's tuning in on YouTube. He said he signed up. He's not feeling good. We're gonna miss you because you are an amazing poet. I actually met him on Sunday. But I hope you feel better. Self-care is more important than anything. So please make sure that you are taking care of yourself so that we can enjoy your presence next time. Yay!
Yeah.
All right, so what are the rules, my G?
Well, everybody, we're going to get into some rules and regulations. You'll hear me repeat these a few times throughout the evening. First off, for those who don't know, which would be very peculiar, this is JRose. Damn it, I thought I was doing it the right way. This is JRose, and because it's Leah V in the place to be and JRose because you already know, okay? It's the dynamic duo on this Friday evening. Thank you for joining us on this majestic journey that we're taking alongside one another. We got all types of heavy hitters, talented, individual, creative, majestic, magical, free-flowing people who will be in the house tonight. So thank you. And for anybody tuning in on Facebook or YouTube, make sure to drop a mic in the comments if you want to perform. And all you performers who's planning to perform, follow / whatever blue button it is, the Rose Garden events pages, the Rose Garden page on YouTube as well, and of course on Instagram so that you can have the hookup. But for tonight, definitely want to get on Facebook, get on YouTube, and share that link with your family and friends. So let's just spread that love. Let's spread that love. Let's spread that love.
Yes, please do. Please share it. I would say start a watch party, but you could just share the event and put it on your page so people know what's going on, that we're live. We would really appreciate that. Get people to tune in. Those people that always say that they're going to come and watch you perform and then they never come. So now they're in.
Perfect opportunity for exactly that. Make sure you get into it. So we try to limit it to 5 minutes. So that's 5 minutes per performer. 5 minutes, you can fit in 2 in 5 minutes. That doesn't mean you only have to do 1, but just keep it under 5 minutes, or else the screen is gonna blank out a little crazily. Just kidding. But you will get moved around the screen. Things have been changing, so I'm not sure exactly what will happen, but we will make it clear. So just try to keep it under 5 minutes. Usually everybody is very respectful of that. And speaking of respectful, how could I forget to initiate by saying that Virtual Voices is a safe space. We allow everybody this platform to reach everybody globally. We've had people from around the world so far who come here and share their voices with us, and they've never shared it before, and they felt comfortable. They've always come back. And we pride ourselves on that. So just remember, this is a safe space. We allow everybody to feel vulnerable and speak their truth here for everyone.
Yes. All right, y'all ready? Because I'm super hyped. I don't know about y'all. Like, I've been up since early, and I had a photo shoot earlier, so like the adrenaline is running through me. And we got some really exciting news. So please share the event, because you guys that tuned in today are so lucky. You're gonna get an exclusive scoop on a major project that Leah and I have been working on. We've been working on it for about 2 months now. And we're ready to girl. I mean, from when it was an idea to actual like fruition, it's been like
we kept our mouths shut this long.
Yes. So you guys got the exclusive scoop tonight. So I'm really excited. I know Leah's excited too. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna wait for a few more people to tune in so we can share the announcement. But yes, stick around for that. Share the event. Are we ready to start? Let's get this shit popping, because I'm excited. We got some new faces in the room, and I'm really hyped. And OGP is back. I see you, OGP.
Yeah, it's looking like a lituation, as the kiddies say. We'd love to see it. All right, so for those who don't know, when we say that you're on deck, that does not mean you're on next. That means that you are next. You are on after the person who is coming to the mic next. So you're like on deck.
Yes. Get ready. Get your bars ready.
Yes. Get prepared. So then we'll say so-and-so is on deck, and then so-and-so is up on the mic. So we'll be doing that. And, if time permits, we can't make any promises, but if time permits, then we'll have anybody who sticks around come up for a second round at the end of things. All right. So we're gonna get it popping. We're gonna get it moving and grooving and flowing and growing as we do on Virtual Voices Friday nights. Leah V in the place to be, and JRose already know. We got the infamous AC Lightning on deck, but the mic right now. Let's give it up. Her first time with us, Miss Cynthia.
Peace.
I'm so happy to be here. I don't know if my mic is on.
Yes, we hear you.
Cool. Thank you. I have been missing poetry readings so bad. I'm so happy you guys are doing this.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, baby girl.
Good.
I had to switch to the laptop because the phone was acting up. But yay. Thank y'all. Am I supposed to do? Am I up?
Yes, baby girl.
You're introducing people. Okay.
Let's go. You're on the mic.
Two poems. They're really short and they're timely. They have to do with all the stuff we're going through. The first one I wrote in April. Here we go. It's titled, It's Raining Again. Spring showers brought more than rain. Coronavirus brought with it world pain. China was hit hard in the first act. Next came Italy, and the world took a step back. The US of A was slow to react, letting each state plan its mode of attack. This unseen enemy changed like a chameleon each day, while some leaders ran out of cohesive words to say. And others raged at the man called 45, pleading for aid to help keep us all alive. Stimulus checks still late to arrive. Stock market taking a giant nosedive. Jobs lost, businesses closed, but beaches reopen. Wear a mask, stay indoors, but keep on spending and hoping for a miracle cure called a new vaccine. All things touted as good ain't what they seem. Do all lives matter? Or is it just the almighty dollar? Call me jaded, but it doesn't matter how loud we holler. The 40 acres and a mule didn't work back then either, so why would 12 Benjamins do anything bigger? But I'll take it if they give it, because something's got to give, and I'll continue to strive with hope toward the life I want to live. With faith in God as my pilot, fear has no choice but to flee. My thoughts remain in my control, and I will sing and be free. I will sing a song for those who have no voice. Sing a song to let the world know we have a choice. Be free in your mind. Meditate on peace. Allow yourself to be kind, and soon you'll release. Toxic poison you've been fed by those in most control. You'll discover the key to freedom lies deep within your soul.
Yes. That was deep.
Do I have time for one more?
Yes, girl. Let it out.
Okay. Whoosah. Okay, 6 feet. 6 feet apart, 6 feet under. Here in the dark, all we hear is thunder. Wear the mask. It's our new task. Miss how we bask in each other's laughs. Elbows for hugs as if we were thugs. Necks for knees. Don't kill us, please. 6 feet apart. Or is it 6 feet under? You throw the dart. I've lost all wonder. Jaded jewels fall from my eyes. We need new tools, not senseless goodbyes.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love when the first timers pull up and kill it. That was amazing. And we got matching names, kind of. I'm JRose, you're Cynthia Rose. I'm feeling it.
I know when I saw JRose, I said, "Ooh, another rose." I love it.
Yes.
This must be destiny.
Yes, it is. It was meant to be, girl. Make sure that y'all follow our girl here, Cynthia. She's where are you tuning in from?
Well, right, I'm on StreamYard, but I'm on Instagram as La Poeta China, the curly headed
China.
Poeta China. Instagram. I'm on Facebook as Cynthia Rose, and it'll say La Poeta China in parentheses.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. I lost Leah for a second. I'm guessing she'll pop back in a minute. Maybe she has some technical issues. But we have on deck, we have James, the Dean of Poetry. But right now we have our favorite graduate coming to the stage, one of our frequent flyers, Mr. AC Lightning. Give it up. Yeah. What's up, my friend?
Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to you guys for doing this. It's dope. I wrote a new poem I performed this a few weeks ago. And that was my first time performing it. It was still a draft. This is sort of still a draft, but it's still a new poem. So
Okay. You added to it. I see a work in process.
Right, you know? I constantly think about my future, but seeing like what everything's going on right now, one of the things that been thinking about is like how it will look like if I have kids, right? Or when I have kids.
Mm.
So I decided to write a poem based off of that. To my unborn children, by the time you get here, I want you to see being married to your lovely mother is my greatest honor. I want our black love to be a symbol of pride. When you step into this world, I want you to be welcome with warm, open arms. Tears coming down on my face by then, as I have my heart in human form in my grasp. Your cries, the way you look, the moment I'm in, this right here, this is special. I'm gonna be a big star and win awards, but these are my true Grammys. To see you grow up from these all-nighters, tight hugs, and words of affirmations are the love language that will fill your spirit full of joy. Why would I let society dictate how I should raise you? Will they have their shooters lined up looking for an excuse to kill you? I don't want my kids to be in the war they never asked to be a part of. The media fix programs that take the dads out the household, leaving the single mothers to build a future with the kids on her own, while the cold bars of steel created by Jim Crow holds back the black man. The street creeps on the broken homes burn the flames, giving them a choice to either adapt or perish. Robbing the lights of these kids as the shine them from their eyes, injected their brain cells, exploiting them in trades for profits, all for the white man's sacrifice. I'm gonna teach y'all how society don't really like y'all. They know that was special, y'all. That you black and black and be proud, y'all. I'm not trying to die for my hood. I'm trying to live for my kids. God gave me the role to be a life teacher. Every day is going to be a lesson for you. I won't hesitate to backhand you if you ever get slick with me. This rod of discipline will stay buried in your heart. You may have a crooked jaw, but it's for your own benefit so you can stay alive. I'm going to teach you how to love yourself, even when looking for your spouse. Yes, my daughter, I will be tough on whatever man you bring into the house. You're a queen. You deserve only the best. I'm your prime example, your future husband should mirror. Yes, I will conduct interviews. Yes, I will have my ammos loaded just in case I'm a cap a bullet in this kid. So if you want the 10 o'clock news, stomp it out your boyfriend. It's all love, though. And my son, I'm going to teach you how to be a gentleman. Never to be a yes man to please any girl. Use your backbone to stand your ground. So one day you could be the man your future wife looks for. And just like this young buck I once was, they get to have a girlfriend so young was cool. Let me break that myth for you. In my time as I got older, these girls still like playing games. It's just a new level to this. They'll tell you what they want you to hear. Next thing you know, they'll take your heart to fill the void inside the chest, suck the life out of it, expecting you to still be faithful to them. These chicken heads aren't worth the chase, nor they're worthy of you giving it up to them. You're a king in the making. Why settle for less for a peasant, not deserving of being in your presence when you can get a queen who will love you? Some of these girls was raised on survival rather than love. That won't be the case for any of you. When you step through these doors, you will always matter. You don't need to hesitate to tell me about your day. I want to hear your highs. I want to hear your lows. I want to see your joy. I want to feel your sorrow. I want to hear your dreams soar like a star. And whatever you do, make sure you're great at it. If you go through the arts, I'll make sure you push your pen to your last drop of ink. Even with broken crayons, I'm going to push you to leave a mark on this world. So while I look back at it, I can feel good that I planted a seed for my legacy, because grandchildren are the crown of glory for the old. Look up to God and say thank you. Thank you because of your wisdom to raise my kids in your way. And as I'm writing this, I'm a young man with a huge responsibility. I'm scared of this unknown path, but just know I want to give you my all because I love you. Sincerely, your father.
Wow. I love it. I love it. I love it, AC.
Yeah.
I love how people write to their unborn children.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, I think about it constantly, but seeing like this with everything that's been going on, like I've really just been thinking about it. I'm just like, okay, I'm 23 and I'm soon going to want to get married. And yes, there are men that still want to get married, ladies.
Yes, there are.
Just thinking about that, like how I'm gonna raise my kids and stuff like that. I have ideas, but I know sometimes that could change once you have kids. But hopefully, I stay on that path that I talked about. But yeah,
Yes, I can't wait to see little lightnings running around.
Little that was beautiful, AC.
Make sure y'all follow him. His info is down there at the bottom. And I always do send an email to everybody that registered on Eventbrite. So just in case you miss it.
Yes. JRose always hooks it up with the info. And if I didn't say before, make sure you do follow one another as Jay said, because it's very, very important that we continue to expand our community because we got. So, because of that, we have to continue to lots of static. Expand the community, so follow one another. And without further ado, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. The open mic's looking real lit right now. We got a lot of beautiful faces here. I can't wait to hear what comes next. So it's looking like we got OGP is on Diggity Deck.
Yes,
coming to you. Yeah, but coming to the mic right now. Everybody put their virtual palms together and let's give a round of applause for the Dean himself, the Dean of
Poetry. Yes, good evening, everybody. I'd like to read to y'all 2 different poems. In case you haven't heard it on my YouTube channel, now changed to the Dean of Poetry. My first poem will be called He Can't Love You, and here it goes.
Yeah.
He can't love you. What part don't you understand? He can't love you because he can't be a man. He can't offer you no love or comfort. He can only freak you under the covers. He can't offer you no flowers. Maybe he could only offer you golden showers. He can't take you for a night on the town. Netflix and chill, that's what's going down. He has all the women in tow. He may have guys on the low. Faithfulness is not in his DNA. He's not going to love you, no way. He will break your heart and leave you confused. Your trust he'll continue to abuse. Drain your money, your time, everything. Leave you barely hanging on a string. He's not worth it. Find someone else. Don't keep on fooling yourself. There's better men out there. He can't love you because he just don't care. And that's He Can't Love You. And the next one I'd like to read to y'all is a poem I recited 2 weeks ago that I also put on my YouTube channel. It's called Why Should I Cheat? And it's based on a conversation I had with one of my friends based on, my relationship with my fiance. And he was like, oh, you don't get tired of cheating? You don't get tired of being with your girlfriend? You don't think about ever getting tempted on cheating? I was like, well, why should I? Why have an ex of someone else when I have the best? So that's where Why Did I Cheat came about. And here it goes. Why should I cheat? It doesn't make sense to me. My lady is not like any of my exes. She is better than what I've ever expected. Love them or leave them. That's what I used to do, but I never used them or abused them. I never had trouble finding any women, but love, they just wasn't with it. They only wanted a man to take care of them, and there was a pattern that repeated over and over again. I had other ladies' number on speed dial. That's how it was for a long while. Cheat on them or leave them for the other. That's how it was when I realized there was no lover. But that all changed when I found my fiance. And 3 years later, I put that ring on her like Beyonce. Hey. And now all my exes were left in the past. Woo! And I found true love at long last. I always knew love existed, but never with the women that I previously was with. But now I know, rest assured, that I found true love with her. With her, there's no need for an ex. Why have an ex when you have the best? I no longer have to admit defeat. With her, I no longer have to cheat. And that's Why Should I Cheat? And before I end this, a little shameless promotion of the plug, of course. I have my merch out on my Teespring line. This is my Words from the Heart mug that you can get. And through the summer, I'm having a special promotion sale where you can get 25% off all my merchandise using the promo code Summer Love. That's until the summer ends on September 21st, and 40% will go to the Jet Foundation, you know, to raise awareness and mental health, mental health and suicide prevention. Sorry to go high here. So, you know, definitely go on that. You know, I'm gonna put my links on the chat in just a moment. And to JRose and Leah V, thank you guys for having me once again, as always. Y'all great.
Always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We love you, T.
We love you, T.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, T. Always with the plugs. Always with the plugs. We love to see it. We love our returning family members here, Virtual Voices. We love to pop cherries. We love the newbies. We love the sometimes. And we particularly love those who are frequent and fluid in all things fabulous.
Yo, his line right there, he's like, I put a ring on it like Beyonce. I was like, yes.
That's the one that Tim liked too. He was like, that's a bar. Yeah.
Yep, I love you. There's nobody else, man. That's for sure.
That was
shout out to Nina. All right, so who we got next? We got a someone who was gone for a little bit. We missed you, OGP.
I know, it's been a minute.
Hey, it's good to be back. Who's on deck?
Who's on deck? Thanks.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. So Niqua B is on deck. Hey, Niqua girl.
Yes.
But coming to the mic right now. Let's give it back. Let's give it up. He's back after a hot minute. Let's all give it up for OGP.
Yes. Hey.
Thanks, everyone. Good to see you. So, yeah, I put rings on three different people, actually.
Oh, man.
I once got married by a shaman in the Amazon rainforest, so that was pretty cool.
See, that would be you.
It was worth the experience.
He's always got these wild stories.
I know.
Anyway, you know, this whole thing has tested my mental health, that's for sure. Craziness has been going on, and it's helped me actually see the reality of sort of large-scale change more easily. You know, I always taught about black swan events and big events and things, and you know, sky is falling kinds of things. Yeah, you can really see the end of it now. You know, if you're a scientist and you really put together all the pieces with methane and permafrost and Gulf Stream and rainforest, pretty scary. You know, especially if you're thinking having kids. I have 2 grandkids. Actually, one of them is named Rosalie Grace, and the other one is Nylea Rose. So they both have Rose in it.
Oh.
So anyway, this is a poem I wrote February 2019. Has some kind of nasty lines in it, but pay attention to the title because I'm talking to myself too. So I don't want to be you, but I am. That's what it's called. I'm singing and rapping and asking myself, what do I think of you, human being? You're spastic and stinking. What else? I'm aghast. Quite frankly, you're plastic. You're sinking. You're bringing your hapless, self-basking self to a brink of a nasty extinction. You're obsessed with yourself and your bling, eyes pinking. You're living in sin with no inkling. Giving in, you're grasping, wimpy and fat. What else? You're possessed by your wealth, despite what you think you're not linked in. It's simply fact. The missing link is that you're missing linking. You're lapsing. You're limping. Your gasket is blown, warning lights blinking. You answer by lancing yourself with drastic self-inking. Earth moans, her skin pimping and rasping and crinkling. Your cancerous flesh scratches and spreads. It's not shrinking. You're like a fink in the White House drinking in his Russian horse tinkling. Human being, you should be acting with urgency, not winking. This is no happenstance, this emergency. It's perverse as can be. You should reverse instantly and get minds clinking. Asking yourself, agreeing, emerging to see what I'm seeing and thinking. Instead, you prance the chance of more tactless self-tasking and tinkering. As it happens gratis, you will see. Your fanciful dance has elapsed riotously. You don't matter, just a tiny pitter-patter in your pattern of human absurdity. This status won't last, you will splatter, just a kink in the plan to be purged to the sea. Collapsing, that is. unless you link fast to the land and sink in hand with biodiversity.
You was flowing just now.
Oh man, that was like I need to like run that back for so many different lines. Yeah. That was amazing. Thank you. I didn't think the language was that nasty.
Yes.
Who is that?
Who is that playing music?
There we go. Okay. All right. Well, that was amazing. Please make sure that you follow our friend here, OGP, at OGP_Nature Poetry. He's a really amazing poet, and he be dropping mad knowledge every time he pulls up in here.
Oh yeah, every time.
Yes. Never fails. Thanks so much, Gramps.
Thanks, Gramps. Gramps of the Roses.
Yes, Gramps of the Roses. I love it.
I shall call him Abuela de Rosa.
Abuela de Rosas. I love it. All right, who we got coming up next? Who we got?
All right, we'll see what we have coming up. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Virtual Voices is the place to be every Friday evening. We got Azar King on Diggity Deck, but coming to the mic right now, a returning contender, a majestic wordsmith herself. Let's all give it up for Nikwa B.
Yes, my girl. Where you at?
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm under the weather, and I do not want y'all to see me like this.
Oh.
So
She's like in the depths.
I'm definitely going to let you guys hear my voice, but y'all
we can hear you at least. Thank God.
Yeah, I have it on, but you can see my hands, right?
Yeah.
No, girl, we can't see a damn thing.
Faintly, like I gotta look. It's okay. We want to hear you though. Spit that
stuff.
Poetry. Yes, you already know.
Okay.
Let's hear what you got, girl.
My self-reflection is the complexion of aura-like colors, green and yellow mellow, sound waves of the meadow. Ocean trickles in my mind to define and confide in the unidentified. Thoughts of self-destructions to erupt and unwrap the garden of seeds that have not grown. The birds that have no wings in my senses, that disrupts my self-love. Falling off a cliff of terrorists, I look down with a sense of freedom. Because right now, bowing down to the enemy of the struts, depression, I'm obsessing. The salad with the lettuce, creaking crunch that I hear in my ears but distracts my outside living. To a giving of misery and true mystery as to why I'm so amused by my confusion. Due to the life lessons that I took for granted, landing the unlanded, high spring energy that was taken from me. My self-discovery is unknown because I known that I was born in the shadows of those who rose but was closed to not grow and learn who they were or once was. Can't tell you my identity. When it's so trimmed into the haircut that was black sheep, leaking the liquid of inadequacy. So do I know love? Yes, I felt it. I feel it. But was I ever truly loved? It was said on many occasions where I was left alone in a mental storm, feeling homeless inside, disappeared even though I'm still here. The conscious of the unconsciousness stopped and lifted a monogamous relationship with myself. My intellect is on neglect. Polytheistic courses that my dome piece can't refrain from. Unequivocally not delivering how I truly see me. My plane is the stars of Egyptian moons to consume the hieroglyphic ways to convey my story. That's why it's so hard for those outside of my energy to grasp my sun. Take hold of my pathways, the path that set past, the past fast instead slow and crash. Should I know me? Yes. What's my discovery? Where's my delivered delivery? Love is love born with it. So why are there times when I don't feel it? Mind set on a back end of a waterfall, stand high, feeling small, crawling on the air that I can't breathe, toxic. It is a part of my retrospective, introspective inheritance of lack of guidance. See the audience? Curtains close and open. They're waiting for me to fold, for my performance to come to a close. Will I land up or will I fly down? Will I walk up or will I walk down? Opposite smile, frown. Love hard, hurt and fall harder. Keep me in mind when my lines is up. Talking in the ears of gossip while my flower needs water to blossom. Do you know me? No. Will you ever know me? No. Because I need to introduce myself to myself. Get off my straw of salad juice. Nothing comes of it. All I know is that the heavenly ain't done with me yet. Tread softly because these said I am a vet. The beloved of my lovely can't trust me with me. So how can I give you an answer without confidence? I know I'm built with radiance. My spirit roams. My soul is vacant. Take off like an astronaut rocket. I put the plug in my electricity in my pocket. Can't find my socket. Human to the man after the woman. I will become sound clips marching my life for the world war inside of me. Putting up signs to strike against my inner seas that makes my heart beat. My love, my truth. That's my undesired self-discovery.
Fire, fire, fire.
That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
We would love to see your beautiful face, but it's okay. We've all been there. The words quite literally speak for themselves.
Girl, if you saw my face, you'd be like, turn the lights off.
Oh, stop it. Well, that was amazing. There's definitely some bars. You got some love in the comments there. We appreciate you. Make sure you all follow her.
Yes, follow her. And guys, if you performed already, the studio is full and there are performers that are trying to get in. So if you performed already, please tune in on Facebook or YouTube if you want to stick around for the next round. And also just tune in on Facebook and YouTube because we have a really big announcement we're going to make soon. So I just need to ask you guys to leave the virtual studio so we can make space for the performers that are also trying to get in. So that's my little my little spiel. But yes, make sure y'all follow each other. Please follow each other. This is like major that you guys connect and build with each other because this is a great platform to meet a lot of new people. A lot of you guys can vouch for that. You have new people every week, so definitely connect. What do we got? Who do we got next? What we got going on next?
So we've had quite the lineup thus far, and it's looking like it's going to be nothing but more heat from here on out. You know, this summer is only getting hotter and hotter at Virtual Voices. So we've got a returning Familia member. Haven't seen him in a little bit. On deck. That's Aaron Glover on deck.
Yes.
Right? I know. I missed the guy. And coming to the mic right now. Let's all give a warm round of a virtual applause to Azar King.
Yes. Hey, Azar. Welcome.
How y'all doing? Man? You know, I've been following my Crumble Thoughts. You know, she just started following me, but I ain't feeling bad about it. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a little
if you just joining this, man,
that is so funny.
Yeah, where are you tuning in from, Azar?
If y'all just joined, I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but right now I'm in Brevard, North Carolina.
Oh, it's bright outside. It's bright out there.
You're in where? Who? North Carolina?
I'm in Brevard, North Carolina.
Wow.
It's in the mountains. You know, I'm up here with the bears and white squirrels.
You're
and
out there,
stuff like that.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Bears and white squirrels, I'm not going there.
Yeah, we in the woods for reals. But like I was saying, if y'all just join this platform, man, and viewing us, man, I'm Azar King, aka Professor X Poetry, sometimes Azar 15, because my lyrics be laser beams. I ain't gonna take up too much time. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my piece.
I love it.
This piece is called The Blind Truth. As I look in the mirror, I see images of my past ancestors who have been beaten, battered, bruised, sat on fire, and hung by the noose. The slicing of the wounds of my black queens. A child never be born and shattered dreams. As I stand amongst fallen kings, I'm on the cliff of Malcolm X, ready by any means. Enraged and pain-stricken by these visions, conscious of the unconscious and their decisions, disappointed in myself because I became a slave and a victim of prison. These days, they define their injustices by using religion. Listen, they even subtitle the white nationalists rather than calling it what it really is, the white supremacists or the Ku Klux Klan. Every day, they try to make my people feel less than a man or a woman. Dang. How do we fall victim to such destructive plan? The stratosphere of racism and oppression within the Congression with no discretion, and they use the vicinity of schools dressing up as Jews, but really using it as tools. And the illusions and abundance that are constantly televised. So if we don't stand for anything and fall for everything, then when something drastic is manifested, why do we act so surprised? It's because we've been sleepwalking with blinders over our third eyes. Who wants to be black when we're made to believe we only be incapable of certain things in life? Rappers, trappers, gun clappers, backstabbers, strippers, Mr. and Mrs. them became Mrs. Brothers and turning to sisters. Dream makers them became make a dream wishers. Lies are false smoke screens like blunts from swishers. Cop brutality making young black men memories on pictures. CNN cause talking about the grand wisdoms, bloodthirsty ass kids. Attorney General gets extensive prison bids. Rapid gunfire making America KKK. No place for blacks and Mexicans to live. This is all a bunch of bullshit. I've been walking this earth for 34 years, and my people in Africa are still hungry. But you got these infomercials talking about donate 8 cents a day. I find it real strange and not funny. And if this is where I came from, then how come you don't see blacks transforming from a monkey? Come on, man, I ain't no dummy. That's like trying to convince me that in Philadelphia is always sunny. And when this is published, they probably gonna say I'm a black supremacist or some type of nemesis. Nah, I'm just trying to make mine work like a gymnast because I'm born to lead my people away from the lies of divisionists. For 400 years, they have kept us caged, disengaged, and painted a picture that we are a plague. And when it comes to the truth about who we used to be, they made that story real vague. And when it comes to my people being trapped in white America, they are so lost, but they can tell you the exact price on a pair of J's. Damn, I'm so amazed. This is more than a movie 12 Years a Slave. We the opening act while they sit behind stage. Tell me we're going to break free of this phase because we have been duped ourselves to believe the chains have been broken when they've only been tightened around our neck, move like puppets on strings, minds and constant train wrecks. And the government are the real pimps creating magic tricks like carbonara effects. And tell me, when are my black brothers gonna start being real fathers and stop having chest up as a deposit in their paycheck? At this point in my life, I can care less about your respect because it's our own birthrights and destinies neglect. I think it's time to put these realities in check. This is the blind truth we just met. Now dissect and reflect. Peace.
Bars.
Okay.
What type of bars?
Bars.
What type of bars? Damn. Just hitting us with it rapid fire, man.
You got me feeling bad about that delay in my follow back. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, it's no problem,
slow.
man.
I be super slow sometimes.
But you know what, though? I don't follow people for follow backs, man. I follow just because I want to support and give love to those doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah, I really appreciate your content too because the delivery was on point. Like I appreciate your emphasis in certain parts, and you had a real rhythm, and it was clear you're a seasoned performer, which we love to see. And the content and the delivery was great. So thank you so much for joining us all the way from North Carolina, everybody.
Do you also rap and do music?
Oh yeah, I didn't even know I had time left. I was gonna bust an impromptu freestyle.
Yeah, stick around. Hopefully we could do another round. We're going through the list pretty quickly, so we might be able to squeeze you in.
I see my king step in the building too. Peace, Mr. Witz. Peace.
Yeah, Mr. Witz is in the building. Ooh, I'm excited.
Peace and love. What's up, family?
What's up, King?
Hello,
all right, let's keep this list going. We're gonna make an announcement in 10 minutes. We have a major project that we're releasing, so please stick around so you guys can hear it. Exclusive.
Very exclusive announcement here coming up in just 10 minutes. So on that note, we've got Eduardo Reyes on Diggity Deck, but coming to the mic right now, returning from being away for a little bit. Let's all give it up for the one and only Aaron Glover.
Hey, Aaron.
Thanks, y'all.
Shout out. Big up, homie. Let's go.
All right. So I'm gonna do like a freestyle. Like I'm gonna do some old with some new. Like I wrote part of a freestyle 7 years ago, and then I added on to it. So here goes. Gotta make sense to make dollars, not a worthless holler. Applause for no reasons, lauded for nada. I don't get it, don't understand it. Too damn manic to be ever equitable with those that are terrible. I scream seasons and sessions for reasons they can't question. And that's what has them stressing. My words are my deadly weapons. Urban America is what I'm repping, far beyond New York City. Trying to make the sense of society, why it's so shitty. No soul city, what I coined urbanism is now only interested in the coin over a dollar. The soul grows hollow. It burns my insides as well, making the internal bleeding swell, making the tears form a pool, then a gully, then a well. A bell they refuse to ring, afraid of the ring hollow. And instead of that, they all follow. No soul city, it seems they all swallow. All the emotion, all the realism, just a false prism while the rest wallow. What's the use in all this when it's clearly so sick? Went from no soul city to having the soul's rip. It ain't quite gritty, but really the whole slip. It looks quite silly, but really the bolds get lack of underlining. Seeing folks pining for what ain't rewinded. We ain't minded to the degree we should. Dreaming of hypotheticals like to me we would be better off if we could see we could. There's a lot of facing, comfortable in our own station. Like all we could do is denounce the hatred. Wearing hashtag, fuck a fashion statement. I'm more concerned now with what we're actually saying, what we're actually staking to many who don't actively stake it. No skin in the game, no back into the saying. Constant delaying like freedom comes with a fee. Strange because time never sits back. The presence never gets wrapped, and all the time wasted is time we never get back. It's hard for me to sit back, constantly wanting to get back. Equity for these masses, getting hard to live black. Xing out these masses, folks telling me I shouldn't live that. Though I carry that weight around this burden, I gotta live that till I can lift that. Pragmatism is all good when you ain't gotta live that. I still fit the description, it's still in their vision, but no, I should sit back and watch the system at work, the one that never gets back. Though they stole everything to obtain everything it has. To me, that shit's whack. How do y'all reconcile with everything this shit rack? Knowing if it was y'all, this shit would be ablaze. Y'all would be erased and it wouldn't fade away. The sun would never set on it. That's how upset y'all would get. Yet, I don't see reciprocity, just hollow shoddy stuck sloppily. No soul city, what's stopping we? But they can't see it unless they stop profiting. Then it's dropping we. I'm seeing the beginning and end, kind of like Nas said. Adrenaline and his pen and raises the live dead. People losing life, losing sight of what these lives said. Shouting that they mad at this tapestry I thread. It's right with this lie. I guess it's how I'm bred to see through the fake, steady belying hatred, blinded the statement. The connection stays disgracing. Those who want freedom left to fix to the paint. Yeah. Like the painting and the reality of reflecting the same statement. My core remains shaking, refrain from my raging. But when I do that, life brings me back. Takes friend, family away, brings my mood black. My hue shifts to blue, but blue that can't track this thing we call justice, whether with murder or attack. The indifference is what caused me to snap my mind and flashback. Wondering if I'd been there would things remain intact. Seeing society guilty, seeing pain in that, which keeps me grounded and focused. Even when I'm feeling hopeless, working on a magnum opus where these ears just ain't open, where these eyes just won't see it. No matter how my stride broken, no wonder my pride's woken. But I won't throw in the stakes because my pride staked in folks was clearly a mistake. Evaporating the smoke, I was clearly dismayed. Guess I couldn't believe it. It was on a serious delay.
Woo! Coming through with the fire flames.
All them punches. All them punches. I heard all the punches, yo.
I feel like that was
I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Where the album at?
I gotta do it.
It was such a powerful execution too. Like I really felt that one.
Thank you.
Yes. Fire, bars upon bars. Love it when that goes up.
Yes.
What happens when I have time to write?
We getting mad love. They showing mad love on Facebook for you too. So
mad love in the corner.
Thanks, guys.
Make sure you follow Aaron everywhere at AAG with the eyes _5 performance community. JRose will be sending out all of that information, but make sure as people as you're watching people do their thing on the screen, you know, we have this beautiful purple banner. But I complement our neon backgrounds very well. So if you want to just, you know, take out your phone, bang, bang, and follow one another, make sure that we keep it moving and grouping together. Thank you so much for being with us, Aaron.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jay, I'm thinking fit in one more.
Huh?
Huh?
You froze, Leah. She froze. What'd she say?
The
I
internet
don't know.
connections, man.
Let's keep it going. Stick around, Aaron, so we can get you in for the next round too, so you can do another piece.
Okay.
On deck right now, we have my guy, Blue Flames, the poet. So get yourself together, get ready. And coming
I
to the
got
virtual
you.
mic right now, we have our friend all the way from Long Beach, right? California, from the West Coast, West Side, pulling up to do some poetry. I hope that he wrote a little bit longer because he be killing me with these short poems.
We have the same conversation every week, Jay.
We want more. We want more. He keeps us like hanging at the edge of our seats. All right. What you got for us today, Eduardo?
Let's hear it, Callie.
To be honest, I haven't written anything. I mean, long, but this was not that long.
All right, we'll take what you got though. You be writing some fire.
We love to hear it.
Okay, thank you. So it doesn't have a title. This is how it goes. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, beauty being from the inside and not outward in appearance. Outward beauty is superficial. What is looking good to an ugly personality or a person without morals? Insecurity may stop you from believing in yourself, though you have to see that beauty blossoms from within. When I say you're beautiful, I mean to compliment the you inside. You may not see it in yourself. It'll take time. Beauty is not constructed overnight. Having been at war with self and the confidence to see that you, queen, is beauty and divine light. And that's where I have it ended.
You see what I mean? Give me another piece. Give me another piece, Eduardo. You be like,
we got plenty of time, Eduardo.
Okay,
You traveled so long to get here.
Speaking of traveling, I actually want to try to make it out there, to be honest.
Yes,
let us know when you're out here, and we'll make sure to show you the best time. If it's past the pandemic, then we can definitely hit up some open mics with Jade's or mine, and show you around a little bit to our community over her.
Yeah, that would be so lit. Oh my gosh, yes.
Thank you. All right.
Give us another piece, Eduardo.
So
once upon a time, we'll get back there. Let's hear what you got.
All right. It goes. The drug scene within hip hop has changed over the decades. Expressive, vigorous, vices, important lessons. From my experience, sound transitions from white girl to smoking chronic. Unfortunate dreams crystallize in glass. One pill could be your last. The wave to bring in the next generation of listeners should take notes. Influencing the temptation, consumption, possible addiction. Rather, influence to seek knowledge. Drop major keys, unlocking a forward mindset. Deliver life's truest lessons. An honest character progresses. Do not immortalize the mortal body. Soul speaks to soul, mental transmission. Giving light to the darkness, provide a better path. Instead of mouthing listeners to their potential demise, give rise to those who analyze the root of all causes. Systemically dismantle systems of oppression by exposing how these labels and corporations extort culture, banking from what you call fortune and blessings.
Ooh.
And I'm writing more. I'm adding more to it, but yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was powerful.
We got to hear more of that one. Oh, yes.
Guys,
we got to hear more of that one.
Eduardo on Instagram. That's Reyes562. If you're feeling friendly, make sure to tip him. He's got his Cash App right down there. That was some heat, as always, coming all the way from Cali.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I feel like when we were like telling him to to do longer pieces, like we're like poetry bullies.
I know. So we gotta stop being poetry bullies.
That's too short. Give
Got
us
it cornered up.
No, it's really good because it pushes me to create more. And
We got a solution for you. We're gonna help you. Just stay tuned for our announcement.
all right, thank you.
Speaking of our announcement, we have Eduardo, we have the perfect cure for you and anybody else in here or who has ever tuned into any one of our virtual voices open mics. So JRose, you wanna kick it off?
Yeah, we got a little video for y'all to watch. It's less than a minute. So we have a major announcement. Leah and I have been working really hard putting together something for our creative community that's outside of just doing events and things like that. So without further ado, here we go. Let's see if this works.
That is cool.
Yay! I like that video. It's that cute.
Actually, now that I think about it, it made sense that we skipped a Friday. It made sense. It made
wait a
sense because
minute.
y'all was working on this.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah, we actually needed a vacation from working on this.
We've been working
Well,
on
that is the other one.
behind the scenes for a while now. And we're really excited. We have some challenges we're gonna do on social media. And we're starting pre-orders very soon. So make sure you guys are all here next week.
Yes.
Tune in. Chance to win a free copy.
Yes, we're really excited about it. I think it really stemmed from like when Leah V came back to doing virtual voices after she took her little break, and she was like, we really need to get like some merch or something for this platform that we're building. And I'm like, yeah, I like it too, but but let's not do t-shirts because everybody does t-shirts. Like a lot of people have t-shirts out there. Not to knock the t-shirts because I got t-shirts too. Okay,
we all got t-shirts.
We all got t-shirts, but I wanted to bring something different, and from that conversation, it was just like, let's just create a journal. Let's do something with prompts and something that's gonna help our creative community, work on their creativity. So yes, we're going to be taking pre-orders as of next week. Next Friday, there'll be an opportunity for someone to win a free copy. We're going to have some contests and all that fun stuff. I'm really, really excited. I don't know about y'all, but it's a great product. It's a great gift for yourself and for others. We all know that person that has trouble writing. We all go through it, right? We all go through writer's block. I can't, by a show of hands, who has
Once upon a time
dealt with writer's block? Yes. Come on, Blue Flame.
I have my moments with that too. I can't lie. I have my moments.
There's definitely something in there for everybody. We tried to make it as accessible and universal as possible in terms of something that might trigger some more emotional content, some things that are a lot more fun to write, some things that are easier, that don't require as much, the creative strain. We get the juices flowing. So we got all types of stuff there, and then we're gonna do some challenges, like we said, and Jay and I will be sharing what we come up with here, because this is the platform, and everywhere else, and we can't wait to see what you guys have too. We're gonna try to make this continue to expand our community like we're always talking about, and we'd love for you guys to get a piece of that. We hope you guys can all be here next week and get excited for the Writers Unblocked Journal.
Yes, lit. All right.
Cool. All right.
All right. What we got next?
Props to Jay for making that video, though. For real.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Shameless plug. If you need flyers, if you need graphics, if you need promo videos like that made for projects, please hit me up. It's a little side hustle that I'm doing. I'm getting real nasty with the graphic design and with the video editing.
Killing it out here.
Girl.
We see the proof right there.
Thank you.
This is our open mic is the proof. Okay, we got the graphics, we got the flowing and growing and the technologicals. So on that note, we're gonna keep it moving on this digital road. We are on together this evening, July 24th. All right. So we have Jasamir on deck, on Diggity Deck, but coming to the mic right now, our returning contender and member, the one, the only, no hat today, Blue Flames the poet.
There, we pay attention.
That's how we know.
There have been past couple times I haven't worn any hats.
I know, I'm just calling it like my friend. You are entitled to wear a hat as you so see fit.
It's all good, man. Well, without wasting any time, let me just get into this piece right here. It's called Neo-Noir. Rapid recap before the title card. The modern age crime drama mysteries of action-packed detective scenery. From the black and white screens to the color palettes of cinematic artistry. Within the elaborate, within the simplicity, I've gotten caught up in the motion picture beauty. That even the painted photograph stills have me playing footage from my memory. I know that last line sounded like I was trying to rhyme, but film has become integrated with my thoughts that I've depicted through my versions based on a true story. What I hear in my head is the prologue. No, once upon a time, no, in a world where. No, there once was because it's expected to have the fairy tale fantasy rendition fog, steam to pick up the trailer hype telling for a showing. Well, in my story, the pan lens straight across the sky, diving into the city landscape till it finds me 3 blocks walking. I'm in the middle of my investigation, taking in more of the sights while I'm investing my attention on changes in the climate, not just the weather. I also mean the future of tomorrow that came through today. I might as well be Agent or Officer K, whether it's the man in black or the replicant doing a sweep on scooping up info to bust a conspiracy. Amongst the subs spreading across the digital space that the physical copies became obsolete, yet a rarity to tangibly pick out the necessary clues and frames. So before I get back into the office, I need to ask around the bystanders and witnesses with mentions of every crime in the book by hiding in plain sight as the sleuth I'd be. After the montage of Q's and A's, I'm thinking about whose word I can trust, because uncovering the truth is the drag and dissecting through the process of elimination. So the system can't be trusted, communities erupted, selected few political defiances, society's gone chaotic, companies are only reacting, platforms are just responding. I've been hell-bent on looking into the timelines of evidence till I get the concrete explanations to take shape. Then the phone rings, and I pick up to a mysterious caller. She offers to be a fun distraction on a night out, but I'm pacing myself. No rush to head out the door just yet. So once I was ready, I left my files in the desk drawer, grabbed the keys, got my phone and wallet. She hit me up again. This time the text came through, sent me her location where I could find her for our rendezvous. The club scene where link up spills truth. I enter into the crowded maze only to finally see her with a cool, flirty stare and a warm, smug grin. Red hair, black dress, keen eyes like a hawk. I charm her with my target practice trickster nest of intellect. She spun her web of convo like she's baiting me to give in to her intel and wit. Intrigue took off quick, feeding into my attraction towards her femme fatale of game of cat and mouse. I follow her. She wants me to play her adaptation of hide and seek. I'm reading her body language. I decipher her speech patterns. I ask her specific questions that when I ask them in the ways that tickles her fancy, she vaguely answers to riddle me. We on the balcony with the blaring music as the backdrop. My silence piques her curiosity. She moves in closer and whispers, even for me, you're an enigma. One hand on my shoulder and the other on my chest, studying my heartbeat, and both my hands are on her waist to the slow dance. I whisper to her, it takes one to know one, so remember, you owe me. Once we finish, she subtly kisses my cheek, ends the night with the same look, and walks away. I'm leaning over the railings with my arms as support, knowing that we'll see each other again real soon. In the back of my mind, I still got to stay on course, and now the transition from the fades. I'm back at my place, sitting in my chair, contemplating on how pleasure and business don't mix. I can speak of having peace in the noisy Big Apple till I can actually get some proper sleep. There's no rest for me as the sound of tires against the tar, the vehicle horns blasting, the buildings taking late night calls, rent had to be paid to live in spaces that are the double decker as an apartment above a corner store, neighborhoods that are rooted deep in their own lore of history, renovation for new businesses, reservations for restaurant services, gentrification sneaks its way in, and nonetheless, it's nothing but establishments. Every street name and the cracks in the ground are new waves of puzzle pieces. A newborn is brought into the now while the old day still lingers round. I guess the next round of possibilities are always on the table. In order for me to seek major challenges, I gotta take on the minor keys and escalated cues to extra clues, waiting to be unraveled as they stalling, trying to keep me busy, using the people as ducks to single me out on a wild goose chase. When really it's the thrill that gets me knowing I'd solve it. Mono to epilogue, summary fades to black and rolls credits.
Yes.
That was next level.
Oh, you're such a great storyteller. I tell you.
That's exactly what it is. What's the name of this one? Neo Noir?
Neo Noir.
I like that a lot. That was great.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Really dope. Make sure y'all follow our buddy here, Mr. Blue Flames, the poet at Poetry Flames with a Z. Amazing poet, comes through all the time, one of our frequent flyers, and we truly appreciate you always supporting us. You're the bomb. Thebomb.com. Do people still
say that? Thebomb.com.
I age myself sometimes when I say
it's totally fine to say that.
All right, cool.
Okay, so
Hello.
we're gonna keep it moving and grooving and flowing and growing.
Yeah, so Jasamir left the room. I think he was traveling, so he'll be back in a little bit. So we're gonna move on with the list.
We are going to move on with the list, and look who is here in the same place. I don't know if somebody's going after the other in the same place, but
they are there.
Okay, Charlotte Parker on deck, and coming to the mic right now is David Parson.
Hey, how are y'all?
Hi.
So good to see you. We
you got a
decided that we
microphone
would
now? Okay.
actually stand up today. This was stand-up comics. Can you hear us okay?
Yes, you sound great.
That's a cool little
You good.
situation you got
Awesome.
here.
Well, I'm going to do a couple of bits for you today that I'm practicing for a show I've got next week. Charlotte and I are both in the Big Blue Ball. If you follow either of us on Facebook, you can find out how to get tickets.
Cool.
And yes, that really is the name. It's so I'm gonna talk today about my experience as an English person moving to the United States and finding linguistic differences. So I was born in England and moved here 20 years ago. And though while both of my countries speak English, kind of, words in America sometimes have different meanings, and this can cause serious confusion. In America, the word fanny is slang for buttocks, but in England, a fanny is a vagina.
What?
You can imagine my confusion when an American friend said, "Gee, I went on a long bike ride yesterday, and my fanny's still sore." How the hell were you sitting on the saddle, lady?
Wow.
Does my fanny look big in these pants? Well, there's a little camel toe going on, but I'm far too polite to comment. I know parenting's different these days, but when I misbehaved as a little girl, my daddy would spank my fanny hard. What did you just say? Staying on the subject of the genitals for a minute. In England, beavers aren't remotely sexual. In fact, the youngest Girl Scouts are called Beaver Scouts and are led by a grey beaver.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Please, sir, would you like to buy some beaver cookies? No, I really wouldn't. I'm having so much fun with my beaver friends. I'm working hard to get my Beaver Explorer badge. In England, rubbers are used to erase pencil marks. Not here, which explains the look of confusion I got when, before a test in college, I told an American classmate that I didn't have a rubber and I had a spare I could borrow.
Oh my god.
Well, I said, I'm just trying to prevent myself from making a mistake I'll pay for later. Well, I didn't get a rubber, and she sat as far away from me as she could. And as I feared, the need arose, and I had to just rub one out as best as I could. In England, my favorite dessert has a very odd name. To the English, a spotted dick is a delicious raisin cake. To the Americans, a spotted dick is an excellent reason to see your physician immediately. In either event, it's better if you put some cream on it. My favorite thing at any family occasion in England was chowing down on my Uncle John's spotted dick.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Okay, one more. The American use of the word spunk makes me positively queasy. In America, spunk is courage and determination. In England, spunk is slang for semen.
Ew.
I have a friend who always describes her teenage daughter as full of spunk.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh my gosh.
Well, boys, I know you lost the championship game, but I've never seen so much spunk on a basketball court. I'm working really hard at my Girl Scouts. My leader says that I'm the spunkiest beaver she's ever seen, and she's seen a lot of beavers. Okay. All right, I'm going to talk for a moment, practicing as I am for the Big Blue Ball. I'm going to talk a little moment about penises. Now, the scourge of online dating these days is men who send unsolicited dick pics to people they're trying to attract. And not only is this very, very rude, but it's bewildering to me because that's not the best look for a man, right? I mean, just think about the penis for a minute. It's not intrinsically attractive. I mean, the female genitals at least have kind of a pleasing symmetry, but the penis is kind of like that sad, tired, convenience store taquito look.
My
You know,
gosh.
I actually think that the male genitals are the best evidence we have that we weren't created by some omnipotent being that designed us specifically. I mean, who would actually design that shape? It's kind of like the duck-billed platypus of genitals. And I think there's a couple of different theories for why this happened. I think that maybe God was tired or bored the day he did it. Damn, it's been all morning creating all these animals, and now I have to do man. I'm so tired. I think I'll just copy that leftover hot dog from lunch.
They'll figure it out.
Or perhaps it's a cosmic joke. Maybe he wanted to give man something he'd be immensely proud of, but that looked kind of ridiculous. I know I'll make man really pleased with his penis, but I'll make it look ridiculous. It'll be so funny to see him send pictures of things that look like the last chicken in the shop and expect it to impress the ladies. Perhaps it was take your kid to work day and he let his boy have a go. Okay, Jesus. Here's the butcher paper and crayons. You design the male genitals, and then we'll get the Play-Doh out.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, whatever the reason, it's now illegal to send unsolicited dick pics in Texas. It's only a Class C misdemeanor, so you won't do hard time. But a stiff fine will still deter people who want to tweet their meat. Gentlemen, word of advice: don't do it.
Yes,
it's not big, it's not clever, and it makes you look like a dick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's all I've got for you tonight. You've been a fantastic audience as always, and I've been David Carson.
Thank you. It's always great when we get the comedians in the building. We have another comedian that's coming up right now, right? My girl Leah V.
Oh, yeah. We're doing back-to-back comedians. They happen to be in the same exact location. But on deck is Mr. Witz, but coming to the mic right now in again the same location. Let's give it up for Charlotte Booker.
We've been social distancing. Hey, can y'all hear me?
I'm kidding.
Yes, we hear you, girl.
Okay, cool. I am prepping for the Big Blue Ball show as well, so I'm going to do some material, including some bluer stuff than what I usually do, because I'm a children's theater teacher, so I'm usually in teacher mode, even with my comedy. My general rule is that if my students stumbled upon my stand-up, I would want it to not scar them for life. But now I'm in this blue comedy show, so I got to let that go. So, I was actually going to wear my contacts for this, but I couldn't because I got moisturizer in my eye. So that's how well I'm doing it, the whole being female thing. It's fine. It's not the first time that my night's been derailed by getting white stuff in my eye, but this time I did it to myself.
Oh my God.
No one got any enjoyment out of it whatsoever. David mentioned the Beaver Explorer badge. I actually got that when I came out of the closet, my all-girls high school. I got the Beaver Explorer badge like that. It was great. People tend to assume that I'm Irish, Catholic, and straight when I'm actually Jewish, queer, and depressed. Which in the comedy world is known as being a trigger actor, so it's an advantage for me. And I'm in fact a ginger Jew, which scientists have classified as critically endangered. I recently deleted Tinder. Hold your applause. I know I'm very brave. It's hard being a woman trying to meet other women on Tinder because all these straight women kept showing up on my feed who would check the men and women boxes because they're new in town and they're just looking for friends.
Oh no.
On Tinder. Not what that's for. Going on Tinder and saying I'm just here for friends is like walking into a vegan restaurant and going, I'm just here for the steak. Okay, you can say that, but it's not going to happen. You're just going to upset a lot of lesbians. So what are you doing? I'm single, which I'm sure is shocking, but I'm in no rush to change that. When I'm in a relationship, I become whatever's the opposite of a bull, just like totally blind to red flags. And one example of this is I dated someone for 2 years who would legitimately get annoyed if I farted in front of him. Like actually like would get mad. And for 2 years, I held in my farts for this guy. And the day we broke up, I just became like a human Hindenburg for the rest of the day. It was so sweet. It was amazing. Another person I dated hated the sound of people chewing. That was like his big pet peeve, to the point where if I was at his apartment and I was eating, he would insist that I go to another room.
Oh my God.
And the thing about that is he was black, still is. I don't think this changed. And didn't fail even for a ginger. So every mealtime, his apartment just turned into this restaurant in the 50s. We had to eat in separate but equal rooms. It was weird. I did actually meet someone though recently on Amazon. I don't know if any of y'all have tried that dating app.
What?
Yeah,
Amazon.
she had really high ratings, so that was what caught my eye. What caught her eye was that my credit card worked. Not to brag. She's got a really vibrant personality, which I like a lot, but she's an introvert like me. A lot of the time she just likes to stay home and recharge her batteries, but then other times she's got like a lot more energy, which is great. And okay, I'll admit she can be a bit intense sometimes depending on how much I've been pushing her buttons, but it's a good relationship because we communicate really well. I mean, she never sends me cryptic text messages. She never gives me the cold shoulder. She never has to ask if I came, which is refreshing. So anyway, I work with little kids, as I mentioned earlier. And I teach acting classes to 5 to 7-year-olds, which is a lot of fun. If you've met a kid that age at any point, they have little to no filter whatsoever, which has ups and downs. I was going over the rules at the beginning of class, and we get to rule number 3: keep your hands and feet to yourself. And so I turn to the kids and I say, "What does that mean?" And immediately this 5-year-old girl goes, "No kicking people in the vagina."
Okay.
I'm like, I was just gonna go with like no kicking, like in general. But yeah, also that.
That's
also
specific.
don't do that. I feel like someone told her that, and she just thinks that's like a specific rule everywhere because she did that once. But I decided maybe she has a point. So I've added vaginal addendums or vagendums to all the class rules.
Vagenda.
For example, no shouting in the vagina. No chewing gum in the vagina because that's gross. If you have something to say, raise your hand in the vagina, but start with 1 or 2 fingers. If you eat a snack in the vagina, make sure you clean up all your crumbs. Cough or sneeze in your elbow, not your vagina. And last but not least, sharing the vagina is caring.
Oh shit.
And with that, my name is Charlotte Parker. This has been so much fun. Thank you guys so much.
I love it, Charlotte.
That was hilarious.
Charlotte,
that was hilarious.
Always. Thank you. Thank you
guys for having us.
Shar Par is her Instagram.
Yes, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Venmo, all that.
Yes. Follow Shar Par on Instagram. We love our comedians tuning in from all the way out there. Where are you again?
Dallas,
Texas. Yeah. All the way out in Texas.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, we love to have you guys. Thanks so much, Charlotte.
Thank y'all. This has been awesome.
All right. So without further ado, we're going to keep it moving and grooving. We've got some beautiful people in here today. It's looking like, is he back? It's looking like Justin Mears back.
Wait. No, he didn't. He's on the bus. He's
okay.
Never mind. Like I'm on the bus. He'll come back. Let's keep going down the list.
Okay, that's my bad. So Shandy Poe, welcome back. Oh, you're on deck, but coming to the mic right now. We have the one, the only Mr. Win.
Yes. What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Yo, shout out to the comedians in here. Y'all crazy. I'm sitting over here like I'm in a theater right now. I'm chewing up all kind of potato chips and shit listening to y'all. Y'all on y'all job. I appreciate that work. All right. So for those that don't know, I'm Mr. Wits, one half of Granny's Boys. I'm a member of Respect the Mike Slam Team, Ain't Right Tribe, as well as the Insomniac Poets. And I'm gonna change the energy up a little bit, do something different. So this called musical. We should dance together, naked, because sex is soulful, rhythmic, like you and me. So say we combine our instruments, vibe with me, baby. Turn our motion into music. We can play our fingers sore of our sexy mojo. I'll conduct the baton, orchestrate your solo. Take your skirt off your piano. I'll pull up your seat and tickle those keys, ebony, ivory. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but since you down on your knees, unzip me, baby. Take my tuba out the case while I pluck your kitty lips like harp strings. Better yet, come here, let me trace a treble clef inside the inner boundaries of your lyrics while you strumming on the bass. Relax your fingers and flute me like a solo. Play my oboe, band instrument me, drum me to the testicles like a battle of the beats. I hope you are ready for me to tambourine your ass, trombone your body, play your violin like a fiddlerman master. Your thighs harmonize with the sway of your cymbals. Your tone legs composition a complete symphony. Your body is music. My eyes clearly hear you, jazzy as you want to be. So when I wet my lips to sound your harmonica with my fingers to your back hole, just let it blow. I'ma hum on that thing till I get them notes out you. Fiddle stick your cello with my tongue and fingers. Mix and remix on your clit till you snare on my face. I am here to DJ for you. Serenade, feature, musician. All I want is for you to play my instrument so open like an accordion for this panpipe so I can shake up your body like maracas. You gonna get this woodwind, you sexy saxophonist. Timpani percussion sing like kettle drumming. So ukulele like I hit a organ all you want to. The sleigh bell chimes of your voice got me Congo, bongo, djembe ready, beating on your walls like I'm trying to tear down separation. So rest. What is that? When the arch on you part any bowing of your cheeks that would block my castanets from playing the triangle with the bell of your jukebox, making your samba whistle, rippling your spine like an xylophone. You alto moan when I love tap you there, so I'm sorry, I just wanted to hear that sound again. Make your back respond to my banjo rhythm. I'll permit you one more C clef position while I'm clarinet from behind. And I won't stop playing till you be flat on note sheets, claiming this single a triple platinum hit. So take me unedited, cause I want you raw as natural talent residing inside of you. I'm here to pull it all out of you. I just wanna make music with you. My music. And that's it.
Okay, Mitchell, yes. Coming through erotic. Yes.
Yeah, I felt like we needed a little change, so I figured I'll put a little twist up in there.
Yes.
We appreciate that you gave us the, I mean, this platform, you know, that That platform. Wow, thank you. That was musical. No pun
Definitely.
intended.
I remember last time you came, we were having technical issues, but I know that you're a fire poet, and I found a way to like get you to perform. And
And I
then
appreciate that.
somebody did an erotic piece afterwards, and you were like, "Wait a minute, y'all can get nasty in here." And I was like,
Right,
"Oh,
right. I was trying to get back in the room. I couldn't get in.
Yes. Well, we love to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the platform for real. Very
follow,
dope. Very
follow."
dope.
And Mr.
And
Wick,
shout out to everybody, man. Y'all all dope. Keep doing your thing. I see y'all.
thank you guys. Mr.
Thank
Wick
you.
also
Really appreciate that,
also
man.
do like IG live, right? You do like open mic IG
Yeah, I
live.
got a couple open mics. I got a Tuesday where we do it's called the Poetry Threesome, and we do 3 hours. Well, it's really more than 3 hours, but we do 2 hours of open mic, and then on the final hour, I do features. I do 4 features normally, and then after that, I normally open it back up for anybody want to stick around and do the open mic again.
Yes, make sure
So
y'all.
it normally lasts about like 5 hours. So come check me on Tuesdays.
Yes, I always see the notification, Mr. Wiz is live. I'm like, damn, he's
Yeah.
always live.
Yeah, I always got something popping out. Well,
Yes.
I'll make sure I visit everybody. That's very important too. Make sure that y'all get around and spread love to every platform because I mean you don't know who's watching where. I've been in UK, I've been in Nigeria, I've been in London. I've been doing this on a live. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't physically been to these places, but I've been there and
Yes.
they salute you. So just make sure you visit everybody. Get yourself around. Visit every platform. It's just people that need to hear your message.
Yes. Community. Thank you for those wise words,
Absolutely,
Mr.
man.
Words. With wise words from Mr. Woods himself. Thank you so much for being
You're
with us.
welcome. Thank y'all for having me. For real. I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Virtual voices in the place to be with JRose and Leah V. We've got Jay the Goddess on deck, but coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for the one, the only Shandy.
Hey!
How y'all doing tonight?
Good girl. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad I was there. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it, but I rushed back. So I got two short pieces for you guys tonight. The first one is called Rise. Rise, little black girl, rise. From the ashes he commenced you to, and the dust that became your tomb. Rise, little black girl, rise. From the years of self-destruction, hot in a comb to straighten your curly hair, bleaching the darkness from your black skin, 'cause it makes you beautiful, they swear. Rise, little black girl, rise. You are beautiful and you are here to stay. So beautiful that you give your heart away to the first person that shows you love in any type of way. To someone who treats you like shit, addresses you as a bitch, and tells you that they love you all in the same breath, all on the same day, and then promise you that they will never do it again. Rise, little black girl, rise. Choosing your daddy over and over again, who was a bad father, a bad husband, a non essential human being, being made to clutch those bad relationships like a good old string of pearls. Rise, little black girl, rise. Don't be ashamed that your mama don't treat you the same because you black and ugly. Your sisters are fair with that pretty hair. Rise, little black girl, rise.
I felt that in my soul.
Gotta give you them slow snaps right now, man, because that was a powerful one.
Yes.
Amazing. That was
a real powerful one.
Thank you.
Did you want to do
you had another piece, right?
Yeah, I got a second piece called Regret.
Okie dokie, I'm ready for it.
All right. I should have told you yesterday. Now our time is gone and we can't get it back. And my soul is weeping with regret. If I knew today would be my last tomorrow, I would have let go of my anger and fallen asleep, cradled in your arms. Now I sleep alone and hope to find you in my dreams, wishing I could take it all back. Tell you all the things I should have told you yesterday, that I loved you still and I wished you had loved me back. But the anger hardened me, broke me, tore me up inside, allowed me to sleep soundly. I didn't care about saying goodnight. The silence that stood between us then is now deafening to my ears. I should have told you yesterday. Now our time is gone and we can't get it back. And my soul is weeping with regret. My heart bleeds a million tears and my soul is weeping with regret. Thank you.
Both pieces. Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's it.
I love
That is
it.
it.
I love it. And your delivery, you're so calm, cool, and collected. I really love that.
Yeah, your voice is just like I just want you to like speak me to sleep every night.
So smooth, right, and relaxed.
I know. Even I mean, of course, the powerful pieces are still powerful, but it's just very like calming. So thank you so much as always, Shandy. We appreciate you, Mama.
Yes.
Thank you. I love all you guys. Everybody here is so powerful.
Thank you, baby.
Thanks, Shandy, girl.
Thank you.
All right. Ooh, I wanna say who's next. So I'm excited. That's why. All right. So on deck, we have the wordsmith, who is one of our like, original OG frequent flyers when we first started doing this. So I'm really excited that he's joined us.
Yay!
To the virtual mic right now is a very good friend of mine we've been creative partners for a long time. Like I've seen her perform, I featured her before on my platform. She's just an amazing poet. She's an artist. She makes jewelry like this. I don't know if there's anything you can't like create. Like seriously. So please, this is her first time on this platform.
Thank you.
Warm welcome to my buddy over here, Jay the Goddess. Look at you.
Yo, that's the type of greeting that's like the deepest hug in person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yes.
Thank you so much. I felt all that love over here. I appreciate you. And yes, like there is nothing we can't create. So, I just live my life seeing how, trying to create the world I want to live in. Like that's what my ancestors' dreams was. So that's what I follow. What's up? Thanks for having me. Hi, y'all. How is everybody?
We doing great.
We're doing great. Can't wait to hear you.
So all right, guys. I'm a little nervous, because this is new work. Well, not really new work. This is stuff I wrote years ago, that I've been writing over the last like 3 years. And I'm finally, the blessing that COVID is, I finally had the time to like sit down and organize it and like go through it and edit it. So now I have 2 books coming out by the end of the year. I'll be publishing 2 books between now and then. Blah Blah Volume 3 and Volume 2 and 3. I'm sensitive. Sorry. It is all of a 10-minute conversation. He listens while I rant about my dreams. He too was once a dreamer, figuring things out as life unraveled itself. As life continued to happen to and around him. His is the cornerstone of the legacy I stand on. The dreams I stand to inherit. I even admitted to an epiphany that I just figured out that I'm Luke, finally equipped with all of the knowledge, tools, and mastery of the Force. I've taken to my odyssey. I needed to utilize the multitude of lessons that I've learned and still continue to learn. I had to take stock of all that I had acquired. And I want to stop. Usually coming to bed in this state would allow me to drift off without a hitch, but now at this time, I don't know what to do in this moment. I couldn't sleep until I talked to him, until I said some things, until I heard his voice and could accept the position that he is currently in. That this might in fact be the last time I even get to talk to him. So that's one piece. None of these pieces have titles either. So if anybody's inspired, I'm always open to like accepting suggestions of titles and things of that nature. How many? I got one piece or two pieces left?
Yeah, go ahead. You have a few. You have a few more minutes.
All right, cool. Because there's a couple things I want to share. I know, like, I want to share this one called "All the Way Black." Called "All the Ways Black." All the ways I was reminded I am indeed black. Not sun-kissed, not cinnamon, not tan, beige, sand, or wheat colored, but black. Not even Oreo black. I'm somewhere in the last few years, see, I settled into Negro black. So black that niggas is one of my pronouns that I've used on a daily basis. The type of black people can stare at because I cause everything and everyone around me to shine just a little bit brighter. Like the privileged white girl I partied with. Bop and bounce with me, scrubbing the floor in the club with me, to all these old school house club beats, but unconscious of the fact that while she yells at my face and I am calmly addressing the police officer, I'm the one that's being told to calm down. I'm the type of black that is twice as good. Do my job so well, I could be fired for not speaking fluent Spanish. As if I perpetrated a fraud using my married name of Sanchez instead of my maiden name of Adams. I'm so black, they still haven't said one legit legal reason for my dismissal. They're so afraid of my black that they'd rather mail me cash so I could pick up my check. Even though I could get there in 30 minutes or less, I'm so black that my old job at a public cultural institution has banned me from the building, even though my boyfriend, a white man, was still working within those walls. And having noticed I visited him on a regular, it wasn't until my fourth post-employment visit that I was stopped from going to see him. Security was called along with a former still clueless manager to discuss my newly banned status. I'm so black, my money's no longer welcomed there. So black, my boss hired a white boy to replace me at the same rate he denied paying me for 4 months while I trained said white boy. I'm so black that it feels like all my ancestors have settled within me, seeing how I need a boost in strength to keep holding on, seeing how I participate in the practice of centuries gone by, putting my pain on display for others to gawk at, to learn from, for entertainment, as precaution, as survival, as a way to remember that no matter what they take away, I am always left empty because I am a vessel. Things go through me, and for that, I am infinite. Okay. All right, one more. Yeah, I'm sorry. Guys. I know I felt that. Too. My bad. Didn't mean to get so heavy so quickly.
Hold on while I find it.
Okay. This is called Fort Tilden Beach. These days, I'm finding my femininity to be fluid, sliding somewhere between Oshun and Yamaya. I feel balance where the sun, sky, earth, and water all meet. I'm feeling like settled, cooling rage right beneath the surface, like lava or the eye of a hurricane. the silence in the swell of a tsunami's wave, I feel imminent, eventual, as if I've always been the horizon line, that infinite point at which everything eventually meets, ends, and begins again. So yeah, that's all I'm hey guys. That's what I got. That's what I got. Thank y'all so much for letting me share.
Wow.
Thank you. That was
Thank you so much.
Slow clap on Dill's story right there.
Yo,
Slow
let me
clap.
tell
You
you,
just gave
J
a
Rose,
3-act structure,
I
man.
have watched J Rose. I just want to give J
Yes.
Rose some flowers real
Yes.
quick, if y'all don't mind. Because we're losing a lot of people, and like I've always been really big on community, on like all we got is us. So like, we are way too and much of an innovative, creative, intelligent people to not be self-sufficient by now, or not realize how we can be self-sufficient by now. And J Rose, I've watched you build yourself up literally from nothing, using all that you had, just like your wits, your skills, your intelligence, your beauty, your heart, your everything. And like, I am just so proud of I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to know you. I'm so honored by you. You are a phenomenal human being. You know what I'm saying? Because you really are doing good and impactful things in the year, in the world, right? And we can't really feel or recognize the magnitude of our actions until time passes. But we can't all recognize that right now is a time of revolution, evolution, and history. Right, history is being made right now, by what we do, how we lay these bricks for a new foundation. And J Rose, I want to just say that you are definitely one of those concrete cornerstones, that has always held community and always held space for others, and space for people. And so like, you're the only person I go to the Bronx to perform for, like dead ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm living in Brooklyn, I'm like, 2 hours on a train. No, I don't know. But like, when I performed at your show at that bar, God made it so I went on a date, and my date was driving, so he drove me up there and drove me home, and that was boss. And I was like, yes, look at God. So just I thank you so much for just everything you do in the world. I encourage you to please never stop. And shameless plug real quick, aside from my books, I'm also doing something called the Juneteenth Project, which is basically the rest of my life. Is a lifelong mission to create the largest living historical archive of Black life and culture. And so I do that through affirmation sessions, which is basically discourse between Black folks that allows us to share our intimate one-on-one conversations, the ones we only have with each other, the ones we don't have in mixed company or in the world at large. There's levels to how we talk to each other or around each other. And I think by giving access to people, giving other people access to unfiltered conversation, discourse that is affirming of each other's existences, allows them to recognize the humanity that connects us all. Because it's only
Okay, girlfriend, we appreciate you. Thank you so
anyway,
much
thank you so
for
much,
all
and I
the
appreciate
information and for coming through and spitting your truth, Mama. We appreciate having you. Thank you for all the information. Make sure you follow her for
Yes,
more
follow
info.
her. Jay, if you have a link to your projects, put that in the like Facebook chat and the private chat so that people can follow that project that you have.
No, I got you. I'm already on that. I just want to say a couple things.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, cool. So let's keep it going. We're almost at the end of our first round. And those of you that are sticking around, there's definitely some time to squeeze in a second round with you guys. So stick around. We have the wordsmith coming up, but on deck we have one of my favorite hostesses with the mostesses, my girl Leah V. So make sure you get ready, Leah. But for now, where is the wordsmith? He's on, his camera's off. Like, where you at?
Jack, where you at, Jack?
Jack. He's here. He's like right there. Well, you can't see where I'm pointing because my mouse.
Jack, where are you?
All right, Leah, let's just have you go and do your thing, and I'll reach out to Jack behind the scenes.
Okay. Well, I was trying to decide what poem to do. I think I'm going to do a throwback poem called Medicate. It's one of my favorites. Yes, this is one of my favorites. It's for my marijuana legalization enthusiasts, all my tokers and smokers out there and the wokers. That is not a word, I just made it up. So we're gonna keep it moving and grooving, and this piece is called Medicate. So Sylvia said she's exploring her subconscious self-repression. My repression involves the suppression of smoke, simple squanderings around embers, emitted, dismembered Dutches, disheveled and pebbled with memories of September's come past. I allow my inhaled escape to emulate exposed egos, attempt to cover and cower behind clouds of calling vapors. You, my neighbors, will you escape beside me? Will you ignore the ignorance even after it pierces your privacy, even after your private pieces of you place precariously in your pockets? And will you addict yourself, as I have, in hopes that you can hover above these men who hate you, who threaten to hallucinate you with their hands ready to sedate you, snatch you, and taste you? Oh, it's an irrational fear, but the statistics say otherwise. But Mary unifies, and as the sun rises and I raise myself off comfortable covers, my very first thought is always, how soon can I ignite? How soon before I can insert my fake sense of security into my service taking mouth? How many mammoth moving minutes until my green piece can move my mental capacity into other dimensions? Is it deception? It is. I know, yet still I fold tobacco clothes as I pose beside smoke, and I choke and I toke and I broke. I mean, break my composure, engage in overexposure, wearing these blood-colored eyes, reading this is a full disclosure. But Mary balances boulders. She breaks these brain boundaries and she massages your shoulders as earth shakes and shatters with shit-talking government soldiers who pose next to murders in suits, diluting the truth, trading our tragedies for power-peddling polling booths, completely obtuse, corrupt, and obtrusive, policing our youth while already grasping that noose. And because of these unfortunate truths, I make the choice to choose. If we cannot be physically free, as we ache against this concrete, then allow me a calm heartbeat, a piece of the sweetest leaf, a temporary release, my fleeting inner peace. Allow me to elevate so that I can de-escalate, so that as I deflate, brutal reality might briefly escape. Thank you.
Hey!
Thank you. It's one of my favorites. It always gets me nice and is that Jack?
No, that was Jasimir, but he's on the train.
He's just tuning in and out over here.
Yeah, he's like a traveling man.
All right, well, thank you guys for having me up here. So Jack is not in the building. So,
Yes.
Oh, he is in the building. He's not in the building.
No, I was agreeing with what your comment.
Oh, gotcha.
My bad.
Virtual distance. But in the meantime, I like to introduce the other hostess with the mostest. Let's all give a warm round of applause to the lady, the legend herself, Miss JRose.
Hi. What's up, y'all? Look, I got makeup on and shit. Oh my gosh. This is not really what I do on the regular. So, anyway, I'm gonna do, it's been a while. I don't even know what I want to do, to be honest. I haven't really written anything in a minute. But I think, Mr. Witz had like this erotic thing going on. And y'all know I like the erotic stuff. So I think I'll do an erotic piece real quick. A little quickie. Y'all good with that?
Yeah, girl.
Go ahead.
All right. So this piece is titled Banquet. And I hope y'all like it. They've always been advised to stay out of the kitchen if they can't stand the heat. But she was fire wrapped in silk from her head to her feet, and he rises like steam every time their eyes meet. The look in her eyes always say, "Devour me," and his always say, "Come feed me." He imagines the sweet delicacies she cooks up in her steamy hot kitchen. Her voluptuous body is a meal fit for a king. A pinch of hazel-eyed seduction and a dash of Latina spice. 2 cups of D that do more than entice. Garter belts running along thick thighs. Mixed together with black lace all over her smooth butter pecan skin. The heat rises to sultry temperatures as their lips touch. The wait was worthwhile. Juices start to flow down her sweltering kitchen walls. He lifts her up onto the countertop, spread her legs like tongs, and prepares his first course. Gently stirs in all his ingredients, sauteed them in her savory nectar, licking his fingers to make sure the flavor is just right. She whispers, "Now you're cooking with fire, puppy," inviting him to come indulge in his weakness. A sizzling meal that's well deserved, draped in decadence. Now dinner is served. He dives into her banquet, devouring everything in its path. The starving artist was now simply an artist, and he has his seductive muse to thank. Already thinking about the next meal, you see, because lust takes no days off. Thank you.
Yes. Love, 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 love. I
Okay, I hear
love
you, Queen,
the
coming
whole
through with the
analogy on the
erotic
food,
piece.
man.
Oh yeah.
You know, I gotta get a little. Maybe I'll do another one a little bit later. But anyway. Oh,
That was
Ramesh.
amazing.
Ramesh is watching on Facebook.
Oh,
Hey, what's
in the
good?
building, all the way from India.
Yes, our buddy. We miss you. All right, let's rock out with who we have in the studio.
Yeah. So anybody who is not in the studio, who is watching on Facebook, who performed earlier tonight and is trying to get on, let us know. Comment. We'll get you on the
Yes.
lineup for her.
Yes, we got space for a few more people in the studio. So if you were watching and you want to come back, please join us. If you signed up and you didn't get to perform yet, please let us know in the comments so we can make sure that you get your chance to hit the stage, because we don't want to overlook anybody. That's one of my fears as a curator is like forgetting someone or skipping someone, because then I feel like they're gonna hate me forever and I just can't. I'm like, no.
Yes, communication is key, y'all. Let us know. And Ramesh, we wish you a quick recovery from your right eye issue. But we're glad you're tuning in and coming to support, even though you can't be here with us. Ramesh is all the way in India, and it is the future there. So
yeah, he's in tomorrow.
All right, so I think we should kick it off in the whatever chronological order we can remember. So I believe Miss Cynthia Rose, you got some more heat for us?
Yes, welcome back, girl. Hey girl, hey.
Hey. Okay, so this was my first time and I forgot to promo myself. I am Cynthia Rose and I want to thank y'all. I'm a New Yorican transplanted to Tallahassee, Florida, which is another word for South Georgia. It's the capital city in Florida. I've lived up and down the East Coast and Puerto Rico. Soy Latina. I have a book called Bloom Forever. It's a poetry journal collection of 25 plus years of my life. I have been writing since I was 7, but I didn't publish till my mid 40s. And I am proud Afro-Latina here to entertain y'all. And since we are on the sensual mode, I have a poem. The first 2 poems I shared with y'all earlier are new. I never read them before, never shared them before live. So now I'm going to share a sweet treasure called Chocolate Man.
Oh, my favorite.
Man, you are my knight in shining armor. come to rescue me with your valor. I am in love and my heart is full of glee. It is your undying love that set me free. I love you, my funny Valentine. Tell me that you'll always be mine. Sexy chocolate man, you make me hot. This cinnamon lady's sugar surely got a melting river of much desire beckons you to douse my fire. I give of you my best, not afraid to take the test.
Whoa.
I snapped for myself on that one. And can I do a short?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do another short one.
Okay, this is really short. I'm going to leave y'all with some hope. Love must win.
Mm.
Words bristle and emotions flare. Hearts aching to know we care. Fear of rejection, unknown needs. Pain flows in and out despite our deeds. Bruised, bleeding. Past hurts unhealed. Praying, crying. I quietly kneeled. Love must win. Love must fight. Love will always conquer the night. And that's from Bloom Forever. It's on Amazon, or you can message me. I only have like 50 copies. I'm never reprinting the original again, but I'm working on 2 new books. So.
Make sure you follow her at La Poeta China down below.
Yes. Oh, let me put it in there again.
Make sure you share that link, share that info for the books. That was really beautiful. And I love how you changed your voice when you did the erotic piece. Like she went totally like
yeah.
operator.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, hold on.
I'm a Gemini, so I have Thank you.
Well, we love to
Man,
see
I'm
it.
upset that I didn't get to hear the previous ones that you did. But now I just got a taste of what you got now.
Keep trying to get you in there early.
Well, check out my Instagram. I have some poetry readings on there too on IGTV.
I gotta peep your page. I gotta peep that.
All right. So what we got? We got
Let's see. I believe we have Azar coming up to the mic next. Azar, you ready?
Yes, on deck we have Caramel
I
Poet
stay
who
ready.
just joined us. So Caramel, get yourself ready.
Shout out to Caramel in the building. Peace Queen. Yeah, let's get it though.
Woo!
And I'm gonna just do this right here on an impromptu. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know me, I'm Azar King. So let's get it. I shoot J's and then fall into a concrete rose. Catch me on the block and I'ma have me a mean ass pose. I've been in the cave, so that mean I got mean ass flows. Before I even stepped on stage, I was doing mean ass shows. I'm on the court shooting shots for the next game. While these niggas still in the past focus on making it rain, it's snowstorms coming straight from my sleeve. The same way these cops come through and shoot shots that make you say, I can't breathe. Damn, it's sad that we caught in this movie. Young boys walking around and now they holding these tooties. It's crazy, they babies talking about they driving Mercedes and fucking big ladies, but they never had a chance to go and fuck them a lady. A to the Z. I might take me a knee, but I'll never take me a plea. See, you would catch me in the back room, break that thing down like a whole key. Oof, that was Colin Kaepernick in the front field when I made a meal. These niggas still talking about making a meal while I'm focused on trying to make a goddamn Azil. Buildings in a million, got your mind spilling like ceilings. Some of my bars I might say might get you caught up in your feelings. And if you don't know, I shoot tornadoes like torpedoes. I'm Magneto, going X-Man like X-Man with Rambo, and now I gotta go. Cooked it on the stove like it was gumbo, like I'm in New Orleans. Maybe Patriots like I'm Tom Brady getting 6 rings. I was born from 6 kings, came from Egyptian kings and Egyptian rings. I was destined to come through and do way bigger things. And no matter how much they try to oppress me, they can't crush my crown. I done swim 9,000, so I would never fucking drown. And even in a drought, I bring that water. And even in a drought, I had to connect that came through and bring it straight over the border. I'm talking trailer loads by the boat while I got it for the coach, while I flow in the coach. Sometimes it came down from Florida straight off the boat. That's pure coke. Fish scale, got it on the bill. They try to make me force and tell. I held my middle finger up to the feds and told them motherfuckers, go straight to hell. 20 years and I ain't shed no tears. I did 15, came back out a king. I'm just waiting for him to come through and adorn me with a ring. Sitting in a corner sometimes playing Candy Crush. Cause I approach this game and I just go Candy Crush. Tasmanian devil on this goddamn mic. I don't give a fuck about no first flight, no first mic, no one tight. I'm Denzel Washington, I'm a Titan on the field. Clash of the Titans on the motherfucking field. Get in your brain like my name is Dr. Phil, got you hooked on pills, we talking Oprah. Checkers on the board, might be chess, I'm one of the best. If you ain't heard me, I mixed your brain up like a bowl of checks, and now I got you mixed up like I'm doing voodoo, and I just not put out a fucking hex. Swerved off, thumbed up, I'm sitting in the Lex. AZARKING, sometimes A's are 15. Triple beams with the laser beams. But Professor X with a mind when I do that shit. You click back when I rip. I'm signed off, because I just shot a whole movie script. Sitting on a porch, and I ain't even got me a Porsche, but I came through the full course. I hope I filled your stomach up. I hope you know me now. And now you understand why my name is Azar King, because I just truly wear my crown. Peace.
Bars!
With the punches!
That was tight. That was tight. Thank you, Lazar, coming through with that fire. We appreciate you, King.
Yes, that was dope. Bars upon bars. I love
Bars upon bars.
I love
Appreciate
seeing Blue Flames. He gets mad hyped. I love it.
Hold on. Real quick.
All right,
Real
let's
quick,
keep it. What happened?
Oh no, real quick, because I just wanted to let Azar know. I don't know if anybody's familiar with a rapper named Mick Jenkins. You just gave me his vibe right now.
Really?
You just gave me that vibe right now with that. Oh my, because he a poet too.
So
he be flowing like that on beats, man. I can't. You just hit me with it. You just hit me with it, man.
I love it.
I just had to get that off.
All right.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you. Make sure y'all
Peace, peace.
follow this young king right here, please. Let's do that. All right. So next we got on deck. We have Aaron Glover on deck. But coming to the virtual mic is one of my favorite poets. I just featured her on the hotline on Sunday, and she killed it. So please give a warm welcome to Caramel Poet, all the way in Texas. Holla back. Hey.
Let's go.
What's good, my people?
What's good?
This piece is untitled and not memorized, so if I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading. Y'all gonna like it regardless.
We gonna love it.
No doubt.
She is the picture of perfection. Long locked on top of a body blessed by the ancestors. Mocha skin that glistens with ancient secrets, and I just want to kiss her skin the way the sun does on a clear day. She looks like she tastes like cocoa and spice. You know, sweet with a little bit of tang. I just want to know how many licks it takes to make her scream my name. Although I won't complain if all I get is whimpers and whispers combined with clenched muscles and shivers. See, I'm trying to give her something she's never had. Make her glad that we met because, like my boy Smitty said, I don't think I'm better than you, but I bet I get her wetter than you. See, as much as I like to swim, I never dive right in. And these waters are pure, so I want to make sure that I navigate properly. Show proper reverence to every petal on her lotus flower. Check my desire to devour, take my time and savor her flavor because she is a goddess and deserves my worship. To be at her service is a blessing and a gift. The gods of Olympus never tasted anything as sweet as the nectar she allows me to sip. She is the best the ancestors had to offer. Mother Nature personified, and I would be honored to allow her to ride my face. Of course, I can't promise that my hand will stay in one place. I might want to grip her hips, her breasts, maybe hold her throat. I wonder if she likes being choked. She should probably tie me down because while I'm trying to taste her soul, I will have no control over my hands, and they are a problem all by themselves. You add the tongue, and well, yeah, she should definitely close up these handcuffs. I have a tendency to get rough when I get excited, and even though she might like it, I don't want to lose control just yet. For now, for now, I'm just trying to be locked by a lioness, have her tie me down, then have her way. Not that I'd be leaving anyway, because I need my playtime. Understand that I shine when I dine, have her wine her lips against mine while pulling my hair and pushing my head at the same damn time. And that's just from the tongue work. I have other ways to make her jerk and squirt or cream and scream. However she shows her pleasure, I'm down for it. Willing to work for it. Make us both sweat, wet the sheets as I eat. Then, if she allows me, beat it up. Get deep into her guts until we both had enough. Like I said, it's what she deserves. Orgasms she can't number, multiples that numb her and relax her spirit. See, all the things that her body is saying, I want to hear it. Then speak back. See if her skin and mine speak the same language, and if not, can my tongue and hands translate it so that she is completely and totally satisfied? Because at the end of it all, I'm just trying to be a member of her pride. And that's it.
Oh, you know I'm a Leo, girl.
There's a lot in there. There's a lot happening. A lot happening.
Man.
A lot of conflict.
I love it, man. I freaking love it. Oh my god.
Girl, you can't be writing poems about me like that. Come on now.
I thought everybody knew.
Hair flip.
that was transcendence. How beautiful. All dark and dreamy. Oh, wherever you at.
I know. I love it. I love it. Thanks so much, Caramel, for sharing her piece. You know, she's fire. She's one of the dopest erotic poets that I know in general. So please make sure
Queen
that
of
y'all
erotic
follow her.
poetry.
Please, if you don't know her, now you know. You're welcome. I put you on. And she's always in some show. She's always doing something. She's always featuring somewhere. So there's always somewhere to like follow her at. So please, and she's got books. She's got erotic books. She's got all types of stuff. So please
A
follow
little
her.
this, a little that.
I know. I feel like that. I'm like constantly like I'm like everybody's like promoter. It's so crazy. I love it.
That's the way to do it.
Yes. All right. Who we got up next? Who we got up next?
So I believe we've got it's looking like Blue Flames on deck. But coming to the mic right now, let's give it up for the man himself, Aaron Glover.
Hey, Aaron. What was that finger for?
It was a peace sign.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do a poem this time. It's older, but I'm gonna do it. Born in the wrong era, so I born a different weight. Born on a Sunday, so I think of sunset. Born at nighttime, so that's when my right mind comes awake. That's when I typically write rhymes, when the light shines. Not in my eyes, but in my mind. I dream during the day, and they've been thinking that I'm spacing ever since 6. So now that I literally can't help it, they don't believe a change is taking place. I can't vacate a sentence, so I'm stuck behind bars. Every day I take time to stare at every one of my scars. Each one tells a story, each displays a memory, and I can't help but remember. I can't forget even when I made myself forgive. I let them live in spite of myself, but it taught me a lesson to stop fighting myself. So even through displacing my shoulders still bear that load, I do it because my soul is old, and although tired, it's due to things in my face instead of the pain I face. I dream of ancestry, and it goes to the past to find where it's spilled off track. Most people lack awareness of the struggle of humanity unless it's simply surviving. There's no hope of thriving with everyone aiming for the same thing, and there's more dying for reasons that mean nothing. It's well beyond average, and it's well beyond savage with wars abroad and at home. It's a damn shame when more bones moan from heat than cold, when in many communities 50's considered old. I suppose we've gone back to the 19th century standard in more ways than one. I suppose men are more preoccupied with raising their gun than raising their daughters and sons. Maybe it's in an effort to be free, but when there's no revolution being led, all that's left in its wake are wakes and lead. Bodies that bled just like in the past. They leak in the rivers, in the ground, and they still tell me they're shooting for a crown. They won't let you actually see. If it weren't profitable for them, do you think they would let it be? Income disparity increases by the month, and still the level of dissatisfaction is at a standstill. It literally gets harder to breathe, gets harder to eat, gets harder to sleep, gets harder to be, attending every college and university, and yet, because it's supposedly universal, I'm not supposed to use my voice. I'm way too loud for that. I'm way too proud for that. And like James Brown, damn it, I'm black. They take that as their cue to persecute me in the streets and put pistols to me and tell me how it's going to be. I wouldn't tolerate it at 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, back when I had fears. So what'd you expect at 24? Well, now I speak torrents of war because it's what they showed me. They used to tell me they'd give the same effort if it were my family, but unless it was domestic, this was never the case. Back then, I never felt safe. I had nightmares I couldn't escape, with attempts and all to simply dream, leading me to simply staring out the window, watching sirens go by, beginning to cry. A lot changed since five, but it's still the same. Same sirens, same crime, so it's still insane. It's still inane. So as gaskets bust and caskets drop, they are still tasking us as if we all did it, and still taxing us while being unwilling to fix shit. Maybe they think that our capability to be a community is there more than we do presently, or maybe they believe in the methods of slavery, simply to punish them all until the truth comes out. More often than not, it's a scapegoat, so the guilty is scapegoats, scot free. It's not too shocking because the same thing happens when police issued nines ring. Shell casings tell a story more truthful than mouths do, but when judges and juries are biased, what's the use? That's it.
Yes.
Woo!
It was over. It was over with that one right there.
Oh,
My
Mars
goodness.
on Mars. Thank you for that, Aaron.
Heat,
As
heat, heat,
always,
heat,
with the heat.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you, Aaron. Make sure you follow our guy, Aaron. Always comes through with the hot five flame. Appreciate you. As always, we appreciate you coming back after a slight writer's block. Maybe there's a journal out there that can coming to a place very near you. All right, so we closing up the night. We thank you all for being with us today. So we got Shandy on deck. We're coming to the mic right now. Let's all give it up for the returning man himself, Blue Flames the poet.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I'm looking for
Blue Flames. He's here. I see him. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to do two more pieces. So without wasting any time,
If you could fit them in 5 minutes, let's get it. Let's get it popping.
okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Both of these got no titles. So here we go. Do you need a hug right now? Don't we all need one at this point in time? Virtual in hopes till we can get back to the physical embraces again. More love to share. More healing to spare as we acknowledge the abolishing for freedom on the soil. Taking credit's no deal, ideal, for discussion, but hilarious knowing that's political talk lingo just to get reactions. History that's meant to be cherished for more perish to pave the way for the marches against discrimination and prejudice that our voices speaks louder. Freedom is one thing to say that it ain't truly free because there's always a price tag. Human life being the highest, excuse me. Immigration lockdown, crowded prison lockups, the streets on the clean sweep, the shootings and stabbings, the lives taken, the plot thickens, the clock's ticking of how much more we could tolerate the intolerance. We only got one life to get our minds right for. We're blinded by the gaslighting and bring in people that truly want to see changes happen and not just selling an idea. Become the idea. Become the change we seek to gain from the progression made. Turn that pain into joyful tears that each blessing comes with prayers and each one means commitment. Because freedom can give us our hearts to sing even when we still have a long way to go from here. But the movement screams persistence. Dark to light, light to dark, fists in the air when we say all lives don't matter till black lives are included. And the hangman, this ain't a game when we have to spell only two words in relation. Snakes lurking for all vile evidence in the modern age to start up, to erase the real truth, to stop useful info from getting them exposed. It's mentioned that it's only in the mind alone, or in this case, being taught to hate based on the assumption of the skin tone. Everything became an all out war on all fronts. If we don't get ourselves together, how do we expect the system to do the same? I mean, how do we expect the world to see in utilizing woke for the right reasons instead of using it as leverage to pander or to prove one's intellect to be better than any other? What we really got to do is teach each other. That would be the better option to tether. We don't know if the system will comply. Till that time comes, we got to keep our open lines to connect more often in hopes of seeing each other again in person. So that was one.
Yes.
Yes. Deep.
Now, here's the other one I'm about to read, and this one is a little bit shorter. Every topic and subtopic unwind themselves from constructed thoughts to sporadic ideas towards the outer rims, the interwoven strands of the spiderweb diagrams, becoming an endless break and bend in timeline, connections, loose connections, and tie-ins. All the info we're trying to gather, rationalize the possibilities for possible branches, excuse me, probabilities for the possible branches, the radius sequences of events in the global circumference of life as we know it, not a flat plate of impossible reaches, but a pie of diameters to get a slice of knowledge, abbreviate the mathematical a la mode appetite for private investigations, invested in infiltrating the cream with the iced out everything. And all that with a cherry on top, creating another stem, tongue ties, and scrambled minds of the surrogate mills and Somersets, chasing after the living John Does. Fincher would be fascinated. We on our mobile GPSs hunting like Ford and Tech, digging for clues, famous, infamous figures, reading into specific details, only to detour for the missing pieces in this puzzling jigsaw. Okay, enough with the references right now, because we're about to roll up on statements for interpretation, misinterpretation. Either they think their saviors are experts, so let the stories begin.
Yeah.
Move flames with the fire.
As Leah
Flame,
B like
flame,
abuses
flame,
her ring
flame,
light.
flame,
I had a lighting problem, but I fixed it.
That was great. That was great. And I have to always commend you on your delivery. You're so like cool, calm, and collected. Like even when you're
Absolutely.
reading a piece that's like super powerful and like full of like aggression almost, but like you
Yeah.
always deliver in a like such a calming way. So you'd be a great like negotiator or whatever those people who are like the people that talk people off ledges.
You basically hit the nail on the head.
That was amazing as always. Ditto on what JRose said. That execution is next level.
Yes, it is.
Thank
So
you.
the lineup that we have to wrap up tonight is we have Shandy the poet. On deck we have Caramel the poet. And then Leah and I will wrap up round 2. And I think that should bring us to about 11 o'clock. So I'm really excited because I love virtual voices.
We hope you guys all tune in next week. It's gonna be a big night.
Yes. Oh yes. So we're gonna announce like how you can win an opportunity to get a free copy of the Writer's Unblocked Journal, which is a journal that Leah and I created. So please tune in next week so you can enter for a chance to win. And pre-orders go on sale next Saturday. Holla at your girls. But coming to the right now, we have the lovely Shandy Poet. Where you at, girl? Where you at? You ready?
Woo! I am ready.
Hey, all right. What you got for us? Wait, hold on.
I can't hear.
There you go.
There I
We
go.
can hear you. All right.
Okay. I am Shandy Poet, and I have a piece called 25 Years to Life. I am the definition of marriage, the union of one woman to another. 25 years in the making, 25 years we have taken to cultivate, motivate, consummate this righteous love we make. In this union of two God-fearing souls, gender could not define our roles. Who are you to establish my rules? When you have no sanctity to marital union in any form or fashion, divorce is the solution to this broken institution, built upon the lies you vow to live by. Unconstitutional, you are irreconcilable with your differences. You chose another and another, and that's just the way it is until you get it right, if you get it right. And that's just what accepted in your heterosexual life. I am the definition of marriage, 25 years to life. Yes, we are two women, for better or for worse, through the good times and the bad, through life and in death. We're not just some fashion statement since something being gay is a new trend. We are revolutionary. Many lives sacrificed for marriage equality. This life is not easy. It is not a life you choose, but it's a life that's real and filled with love. I will spend the rest of my days loving the air she breathes until I die and live again. I'm doing 25 years to life with no bail in sight. And I'll do it again and again and again until we meet again in the next life.
I love that. I love the repetition of 25 years to life. It sounded so good. It was like
yeah, that was so
You brought that phrase to a whole different meaning when you did your piece with that.
Yeah. When I
love
heard
it.
it, I thought, oh snap, a brother went to jail, and you flipped it. That was good. That was good.
That was so creative.
I'm mad I caught like bits and pieces of it because I was chasing my son around the room. To replay it.
Phoenix is letting us know we got a little bit of time left.
Listen, you guys have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. All right, let's keep it going. Caramel, what you got for us? You got another piece for us? I know.
Where's Lil Man at? Cause
he's out. He's out the room. I kicked him out. Yes.
Because you know how I do.
Yes, I do. I do.
All right. So I was gonna do this on Sunday night, and then I switched it at the last minute. So there you go. Her voice makes me want to touch myself. Makes my clit send out an SOS, and I hope that she can hear it. I hope that she knows that this wetness is reserved for her, and it may sound strange, but I just don't react the same to anyone else. I want her all to myself for those days when I just want to vibe. Dine, then slow wine, pause, rewind. I gotta take my time. Let me not rush past what I'm saying. See, I'm not playing when I say that I want her. I want to taste her skin from her earlobes to her toes, front, back, side to side, push my tongue inside wherever she wants it to go. I want to go slow. See which spots only take a lick and which require a firm kiss. See, once I put my mouth on it, it's mine. And I want to be able to make her heart race at any time, but that means that I need to know the right spots to touch to make her blush and cause blood to rush to certain places. So, as impatient as I am, I will take my time. I will learn the secrets of her skin so that anytime I want to swim, I can create a lake that tastes like an oasis that has the ability to make me both satisfied and thirsty. See, I'm trying to tell y'all that she does things to me that no one else has ever done. And I just want to run my tongue all over her until I can taste her essence. Lick my plate clean, then go back for seconds. I want the blessing of her juices all over my face. I want to make her wet as a river. Then drink every drop until she tells me to stop or I get a cramp in my tongue, whichever comes first. There's just something about her energy that makes me want to taste her while touching me. Wait, no. What I meant to say is touch and taste her, but if that can't occur, I'll have to be content with my fingers tapping across my own skin while replaying her voice in my mind again and again, because it's just something about her voice that makes me moist. She claims to be unaware, but I swear she does it on purpose. I think she likes teasing me, which is fine as long as it leads to pleasing me by allowing me to please her. That is the only satisfaction that I require. And even though I desire to feel her skin against mine, I just want to take my time and dine on the sweetness of her immediately, repeatedly. I bet she tastes like Louisiana sweet tea. A simple sip won't satisfy me, but if I do it right, it just might be enough to make her legs lock. I'm just trying to rock her boat. I promise I won't choke as her cum coats my throat. Let's be real. That's what I want. I'm trying to have her body twitching, voice sounding like a scratched record, skipping every other word. I don't think y'all understand. I'm trying to treat her like the appetizer, entree, and dessert. But first, I'm gonna need her to not speak because her voice makes my knees weak. And that's okay.
Damn. I wish.
I just have to turn the AC on.
Oh my gosh, man. I
Thank
can't.
you for that.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I can't, man.
Love me some caramel.
The delivery, the execution, the imagery throughout that whole thing. Goodness gracious.
Powerful.
That's my thunderclap right there. This is it right here. You got that from me.
She got that from me. I was like, there she go, another poem about me. Oh my gosh. What? All right. Leah, do you want to do a piece or you want me to do my piece? I know you seem like you were getting your shit together.
I'll do something real quick. All right. So I'll do a nice little love poem.
Ooh, amor.
It's actually I think I did it the other day. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this time to do 2 little poems.
You actually have 2 little poems?
I know. They were not written within the last couple of years. No, just kidding. They were. So this little piece, since everybody was on, I just stumbled across this just now when I was looking for something to what I was gonna do. This is an old piece called "Climb." Since we are on the erotic tip tonight, it's a very short piece. It was as though lilacs were leaking, cascading along painted surfaces, gliding against consistency. You watercolored behind my teeth, trickled into my mouth like peaches and longing. I wanted to whisper with you, to tell you how fully you flavored my tongue, tell you that desire is a sound that S makes, that pleasure whistles into T's. But I couldn't form the phrases with all that lipped up lavender. You drip dropped onto me, blended toward my earth tone, a palm serenading collarbone, candy gushing down your throat. We resembled ripped satin, a glowing mess, the violin of me crescendoed into the rumbling of empty train. We raced sundowns. Let illumination flicker with each exchanged swallow. Why, oh, why did you keep this from me for so long? Fingernails melted into wax along spine. We percussioned. Tide ripple, climb, tide ripple, climb, tide ripple, climb. The length of our lines began to sigh into knots. I untied with both thighs, cradled an explosion. Tide ripple, climb, tide ripple, climb, tide ripple. So that was climb. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sexy.
Yeah, I haven't done any erotic poetry on here for a minute. I should get back into that. And then this last piece, little love poem called Rise. I actually wrote this in March of 2019, so it passed its 1-year anniversary recently. All right, so Rise. The material beneath me form fits my folded limbs, and I'm blessed with a bed and a basking of body. But nothing bestowed upon or under me is comparable to that of your bendables below me, behind me, blanketing totality. Each morning without you is elephantine. Time moves as such. I manage. I move through masks and unmutes. Unvessels remain unveiled, and I twiddle thumbs through mammoths, wondering at what recent moment you last bared teeth. Naturally, I hope it was at the thought of me. Phones screech. I soothe voices through, allow sustenance entry as well as a mind turning you. My conclusive collapse remains incomplete. Your name button busted, all types of internally loops back and repeats and repeats and repeats. I float through the hours, the trials of productivity. I sigh and I manage and I music your being. It's over your meaning. Await my next melding, my upcoming piece, featuring you as my mattress, me as mantelpiece, the ease, the ease, the ease. Enveloped, ignited while we water our trees. I'm full. I glow. So deep, we slip and I skip into sleep. Thank you.
Yes.
That's actually the first poem I wrote about Tim.
Aww, Timbo, that's my favorite guy. He's in
the background over here. He's here though. Watch him.
Hola. That was dope. Make sure y'all follow my girl here, Leah V from the Place to Be and all that. I don't know.
Are you gonna switch up the preposition?
I don't do the Dr. Seuss thing as good.
It sounded good.
Awesome. That was dope. Make sure y'all follow her. She's an amazing, phenomenal human being.
I am, and you know who else is an amazing, phenomenal human being? It's my other not my other co-host, my co-host. My other co-host besides myself, we have the other physical co-host who is that of another human being. Her name is Jay. Bros, let's all give it up for the mastermind.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, guys. So I'm gonna do a piece. I'm gonna end tonight on more of a funny, humorous kind of vibe. So I don't know if y'all remember a few years ago there was this trending craze called like For the D challenge. So people
Oh
right.
yeah.
So I went and I dug into my archives and I actually wrote on a For the D challenge. So I never shared it. So I was just reading because I was looking through my stuff and I was like, what can I do? I mean, I haven't written anything new in a while. So I'm like, let me look at something old. And I came across this piece and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. So hopefully you guys will follow me and enjoy it. So this is my For the D challenge of the 2017.
Oh, wow, I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
I wish I had the beat too. That would be like really perfect. But anyway,
I'm ready.
So I lose sleep for the D. I watch porn on repeat for the D. Play with myself for the D. Give brains like a zombie for the D. I cut a bitch for the D. But I never switch on the D. I rob a bank for the D. Set it off like a bad bitch for the D. I make it pop for the D. I make it hot for the D. I make it rock, won't stop till I'm all on top of the D. Make him say, I'm my me. While I'm moan, yes, papi. Bilingual for the D. Fuck Spanish, I speak in tongues for the D. Close the fucking door.
Oh, wait. Oh,
It's late. We family now, okay? We family. Yeah. Let me rewind.
Oh my God! Wow.
I'm gonna rewind for that real quick.
Okay, rewind.
Make him say I mommy while I'm on yes papi. Bilingual for the D. Fuck Spanish. I'll speak in tongues for the D. I get possessed for the D. Fucking exorcist for the D. Cleanse my soul for the D. Tie me up to the bedpost for the D. I transform for the D. X-Men storm for the D. Throw mama off the train. Treasure hunt with the Goonies for the D.
Wow.
I the word of the day for the D. Slap He-Man in the face for the D. Send Elf back to outer space for the D. Thundercat, ho for the D. Last one.
All right, let's go.
All right. This one for my 80s and 90s babies, all right? Wax on for the D. Wax off for the D. Let me finish. Wait. I wax off for the D. I wax off for the D. Karate chop for the D. Send a log on a log with 1 foot for the D. I'm done.
Thank you for giving me the best laugh of the night.
Yo.
Oh man.
I had to do it. Thanks so much for the laughs, guys. I figured, listen, thank
you so much for the laughs. That was fire.
That new man that popped in
I'm gonna have to like record it. I think I'm gonna bring back that challenge. I'm gonna revive that shit.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much, beautiful people, for tuning in with us every Friday. And tonight, as always, we appreciate you, newbies, oldies. You are now a part of our families, and we love to see you. Thank you for being here, rocking with me and JRose all night.
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I won't make this a long-winded goodbye, but
definitely tune in next week. We're going to be talking about this, writers on Block Journal. We're going to be promoting heavy this week. I expect to see all y'all there.
Yes, so tune in. Tell a friend to tune in. Anybody who may benefit from winning a free copy of the journal, tell them to join so that we can promote the book. I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a wonderful night. And like I always say, keep growing.
Keep growing. Love and light, y'all. Be well.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in on Facebook and YouTube. You guys are awesome. Please make sure that you share, comment. This will be replayed. The replay will always be on Facebook. It'll be on YouTube, so you can always go back and share it with friends and family that may want to see you perform. And they can see you on tonight's show. And that's it. I love you guys. And everybody, please have a great weekend and have a safe weekend. Bye.
Be safe, everybody. See you next week.
Bye. And